today. We thought that the Delta variant blunts the effect of vaccines a little bit. It reduces the chance of that first dose stopping you from getting an infection. But we've had a new analysis that looks at your chances of those people going on to require hospital treatment. And what that shows is that one jab reduces your chance of getting sick with coronavirus and needing to go into hospital by 3/4. Doesn't matter whether it's Pfizer, doesn't matter whether it's AstraZeneca, doesn't matter whether it's the Delta variant or another one. It's equally effective, and that's new and good news.
That is our head of statistics, Robert Cuff. The daily government figures have just been released in the last half hour as well, the ones that we try and give you every day. So there have been a further 10,476 cases of COVID in the UK. That compares to 7,439 last Friday. Another 11 deaths have been recorded as well within 28 days of a positive test. That compares to 6 deaths on this day last week. Also in Wales today, the First Minister Mark Drakeford has confirmed that the easing of restrictions there will be delayed. He says they want to give around 500,000 extra vaccines, mainly second doses, to try and increase people's protection before they lift restrictions any further. Mark Drakeford was holding a news conference this lunchtime and he warned that Wales is facing, in his words, a serious public health situation.
The most recent information from Public Health Wales suggests that 8 out of 10 of new cases of coronavirus in Wales are of that new Delta variant. That Delta variant is now in widespread circulation in Wales. More than 2/3 of new cases are coming from contacts that people are making in the community. Now, all this means that in just a few weeks, the Delta variant has entered Wales and spread quickly throughout the country. This is a sustained and accelerating pattern of transmission. Our scientific advisors believe that the United Kingdom is now at the pre-peak stage of a third wave of this pandemic.
That's Mark Drakeford speaking at lunchtime. In Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon says that all adults should have been offered a first dose of the vaccine by the end of next week. The First Minister's also banning non-essential travel from Scotland to Manchester and Salford from Monday because of high levels of the virus happening there. Now, the government's apologised today to rape victims for the low number of prosecutions and convictions in England and Wales. Just 3% of cases saw someone being charged in 2019 and 2020. That's down from 13% 5 years ago. The government's admitted that budget cuts are partly to blame for this, and they've promised reforms. Catherine Araniello is a rape survivor, and her attacker escaped justice. She has waived her anonymity to speak out.
I feel really sad that it's taken this for them to listen. An apology is worth nothing to me unless they're actually going to change. Do you know what a real, if they want some kind, to kind of make this any better for those victims who have been through this, then reopen their cases, because they know that they've let 98% of rapists free.
Well, the policing minister, Kit Malthouse, has been responding to that and says there'll be a new framework for police and for prosecutors as well. He says that the focus will be shifted to the behaviour of suspects rather than judging victims.
This is a tanker that will take a little time to turn, and it's one where we have to be very careful to make sure that we build a new operating model, if you like, a new way of investigating and prosecuting rape, that we build it in a way that is sound and just and provides, good, solid British justice.
Finally then, from me for now, the Democratic Unionist Party is looking for a new leader again after Edwin Poots dramatically resigned yesterday. He'd only been in the job for 3 weeks.
after losing to England at Wembley?
Well, I think the performance was disappointing, and when you don't shoot on the goal, and with this offensive, you cannot win against nobody then.
Just looking at the situation now, they are, of course, currently, I think, second bottom in Group D. What's the expectation going into this tournament? Bearing in mind, made it all the way to a World Cup final just a few years ago.
Well, I think we have to see from game to game. And today we have to win. It doesn't matter how. If we win 5 against 4 or 1-0. So we need 3 points. That's the main thing. And how we do it, it doesn't matter.
Just looking at the changes to the team, particularly in midfield, do you imagine it will take a bit of pressure off Modric at all?
Well, in the first game we have a really defense because Kovacic, Modric and Brozovic, they are more defensive players. So I think who will start? Is Perisic? Is Rebic? Is Rebic playing?
Yes.
I don't know. Yes.
Yes, leading the line. Yeah.
Who is in front? Is it Petkovic or is it Kramaric?
Well, let's bring in our commentary team. I think that's a sensible time, isn't it? Ali Bruce-Ball, can you just remind us of the team news?
Yes, Ante Rebic. Well, hi Ivan. The team lineup we've been given, Andre Kramaric looks like he's going to play off Ante Rebic with Brekalo and Perisic either side as the wide men. Is that what you'd want?
Yes. So I think somebody with Brekalo, he's a young, talented player. So we have a good pace now with the Perisic on the side with Brekalo. And somebody have to score. It doesn't matter how, if it's a penalty or not.
Dalic, the Croatian coach, has said going into this one, Chris, one good win with 2 all goals, it would really open us up. But it does just seem going forward, finding these goals, it does seem to be the problem.
Yeah, have a talented team, just don't have the finishing touches. Are you surprised no Petkovic up top or Orsic? Would there have been a better option than Rebic as a centre forward, who, his goal record as of late isn't very good? So are you surprised that one of those 2 players didn't get a start?
Well, I think Petkovic didn't have a good season. And Kramaric did well in the Bundesliga, so that's why he will start.
That is the voice of Ivan. Go on, Chris.
No, I was going to say, it looks like Kramaric, Ali touched on it, looks like Kramaric will play just in behind Rebic, and Brekalo will play off one side, and he'll offer pace. Maybe, he'll be the player who gets them up the pitch. It's something they really lacked against England.
I was going to say, we've got the voice of Ivan Klasnic here with us on 5 Live. Ivan, is Dalic the coach? Is he under pressure?
Yes, sure, because when you are the second in the World Cup, you have to go through the next in the Euros. You have to win from 3 games. You have to win 2 games. So, like I said. It's not easy for him to pick the right persons who will score today. But, sometimes the Croatian needs to have time. First game is always be easy. But today you will see another Croatian team.
OK, we'll leave it there for now. Ivan Klasnic here with us. Just a final question to you, Chris Sutton. We're talking here about a Croatian side that potentially, on the face of it with their results, perhaps is in decline. If they lose today, that'll be the first time that they've lost consecutive matches at a European Championship since 1996. You might argue that Czech Republic are going in the other direction. They seem to be on the up.
Yeah, just quickly on Croatia now. Me and Bruce had breakfast this morning at the hotel. Lovely breakfast that it was. Bruce told me a stat that is it Croatia have always won their second game or never lost a second game.
Why are you
Bruce?
nicking my stat?
Am I right?
Yeah, so they've played 10 second games at a major tournament. So at 10 major tournaments, they've never lost their second game. 1-6, drawn 4. It's good, I like that.
Great stat, wasn't it, Emma? And the Czech Republic, it's about backing up the performance which they had against Scotland. You know, I've heard a lot said about that game, that Scotland were unlucky. No, they weren't. The Czechs were the better team, and they want to back it up. And they'll see this as a great chance against a Croatia team who didn't lay a glove on England. So, I mean, massive game.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I suppose you could say that they did allow Scotland to have a fair few chances. There was just this argument that Scotland didn't have luck on their side.
Yeah, but that was a lot of ex-Scottish players saying we were unlucky. I don't think that actually captured the mood of what the people in Scotland were actually feeling. You know, most Scottish people who I know, and I know a fair few, were saying the performance wasn't good enough. They were beaten by the better team. That's what happened. So, you know, Scotland needed a reality check. I mean, big game for them today. But from the Czech Republic's point of view, you know, I think a lot said about the team coming into the tournament. Were they in good form? I think they got walloped by Italy. Bruce, I think it was 4-0, was it? Or did they
in Bologna.
Yeah, absolutely walloped. And they thought, but the Czechs made a lot of changes for that game. They've started the tournament well, and tournament football is all about building momentum. And, you know, we mentioned Schick earlier, who is their star man. What a start to the tournament for him, and they give him opportunities. He's a man full of confidence, and the Croatians will do well to keep him out.
Yeah. Ali, just looking at my screen here in the studio, there does seem to be a number of fans of both nations that are there supporting their team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, certainly in the team colours, absolutely. So, I mean, the Croatian shirts, as people will know, are some of the most recognisable in world football, the sort of tablecloth red and white check. Chris and I as well, in our very lofty position here at Hampden Park, have a giant Croatian flag right above our heads. If we look
you can't get your little neck round the corner to see the Czech
one.
Republic.
I can, Chris. I can see that round there. But they're very evenly spaced out in here, Emma. So people who do know Hampden Park, it's a vast stadium. The seats are quite sort of gently raked here, and they really have spaced them out. There's about 12,000 fans in here. I mean, and Chris,
who's got the most, Bruce? Do you think Czech or
no idea? I've no idea. But all I was going to say there is Chris knows all about playing in this stadium. Obviously, Emma, with his career up here for Celtic, so quite a few cup finals. Chris, was it no goals, one red card and a missed penalty?
Wow, Bruce. Do you know what it was? 3 winners' medals.
Yeah, that's
something
true.
You've never done, Bruce.
That's true.
The next 90 minutes are going to be a lot of fun, aren't they, with you two? Right, it will be...
maybe not.
It will be our second commentary of the day, Croatia against Czech Republic. A little bit earlier on, Sweden did beat Slovakia by a 0-0 in St. Petersburg. A reminder from 5:45 this evening, we will be firmly focused on England against Scotland. Mark Chapman will be here joining up with our team at Wembley. John Murray, Chris Waddle and Pat Nevin. But for now, and I imagine all England-Scotland fans actually will have half an eye on this one at Hampden. It's Croatia against Czech Republic, the other Group D game of the day. And your commentary team taking you through the first 45, Chris Sutton and Ali Bruce-Ball.
Thank you, Emma. That's right. Scotland fans, we've heard from plenty of them on 5 Live throughout the day. I heard Roddy Forsyth saying it, Colin Patterson saying it in the build-up to this game. I think they would like a big Czech Republic win. That would get the Czech Republic through to the last 16. Roddy was suggesting maybe Scotland get a point, could win at Wembley, and then their last game is here on Tuesday night against Croatia. But for now, this is Croatia against the Czech Republic at Hampden Park. The two teams have marched out onto the pitch. The sunshine has just disappeared for a second, but it's a lovely, mild, dry afternoon. And first of all, we will hear the national anthem of the Czech Republic. Standing with his hand on his heart, he takes off his black tracksuit top. Croatia all in black, actually. Black shirts, black shorts, with red trim down the sides of the kit, and black socks. And if we're going on the national anthems, Chris, we got a good blast from both sets of players there. Who would you give the win on the singing?
Oh, I mean, the Czech Republic were awful, weren't they? Really flat they were. No Eurovision win for the Czech Republic. I think Croatia would have won that one. But it's the football which counts, Bruce.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Chris has run one of his little Eurovision comms contests, which is a feature that is running during the Euros this summer, where you're actually asking the commentators, aren't you? You're testing them on their knowledge of various European nations, but also asking them to hum a few bars of national anthems.
Yes, I did, and Ian Dennis didn't have a good start, did he? One point, Bruce, out of 5. Poor start from Deno, yeah.
Right, let's concentrate on the football. I think my turn at that little game will come. We are just over 3 hours away here on BBC Radio 5 Live from full commentary of England against Scotland at Wembley in Group D. But as we approach 5 o'clock here in Glasgow, I can see our referee, the Spaniard, Carlos del Cerro Grande, just waving his arms in the air like he's directing traffic. He wants the two sets of teams to switch halves, so the Croatians in their black shirts with the red trim will play from right to left in this first half. They've made 2 changes from the opening defeat at Wembley against England. Dejan Lovren is fit and comes into the back 4 to replace Duja Chaleta-Sar and play alongside Domagoj Vida. So a really experienced centre-back pairing, the one that took Croatia all the way to the World Cup final in 2018. And the positive change, Chris, sees the young Wolfsburg winger, Josip Brekalo, come in for Brozovic. So holding midfielder goes out, and we're thinking 4-2-3-1, a bit more front foot from Croatia.
Yeah, and I think Brekalo will start on the left-hand side up top. Couldn't get up the pitch against England, kept the ball pretty well, didn't have that threat in the final third, and they'll be hoping he offers that threat. Very, very quick player that he is.
Just the one change for the Czechs after their 2-0 win against Scotland. The star of the show that day, that was Monday, Patrik Schick, is just standing over the ball in his light green boots. The Czechs are all in white, and they make one change from the win against Scotland. It is in central midfield. Tomáš Holeš comes in of Slavia Prague, the domestic champions who went unbeaten at home this season, doing the double, also knocking Leicester and Rangers out of the Europa League. He partners Tomas Souček in central midfield, and it is Král who drops to the bench. Alex Král on the bench for the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic knowing if they can win this game, then they are through to the last 16 with a game to spare. And if that happened, Croatia will be sitting on 0 points and then desperately trying to win the last game against Scotland and hoping that might just be enough. Early foul conceded by the Croatians. We'll have a Czech free kick inside their own half, and they will start to build play with Tomas Souček. Left-footed ball, wide to his left, finds Jan Boril, the number 18. He's won an early throw for the Czechs. They've got Tomas Vaclík in goal. The 2 West Ham men in the team, of course, Vladimir Sofal is at right back, Boril is the left back, Kalas and Ondrej Čeluska, the 2 centre-backs. Čeluska celebrating his 32nd birthday today. Souček and Holeš in central midfield. Mazepust and Jankto are the 2 wingers, with Vladimir Darida playing in the sort of number 10 role, wearing the number 8 for the Czech Republic, and Patrik Schick up front through the middle. Early throw for them. They've made ground down the left-hand side. It's about level with the penalty spot. And it's Boril who takes a few steps back. He dummies the long one. He throws this ball in. Played into midfield. Jankto makes a little run. Jankto's almost onto that in the penalty area. Lovren is across quickly, swings a right boot at it and clears it out for a throw. So bright start by the Czech Republic, Chris Sutton.
Yeah, I mean, very, very early stages, but the Czechs keeping the ball well, bending Croatia back, popping the ball around. Nothing clear-cut as of yet.
Ball played down the left-hand side. Croatia appealing for an offside. Jankto makes ground, flag stays down, cross comes in. Schick was trying to get on the end of it. Sofal drives on with his left foot. That shot is blocked by Vida. The ball's not out of play. Comes to the right-hand side, cross into that Croatian penalty area. The ball breaks loose on the edge of the box. Sofal wins a 50-50. All Czech Republic pressure in the early stages. 2 minutes played. The game coming to you live from Hampden Park this afternoon on 5 Live and the BBC Sounds app. Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0.
Croatia really need to liven themselves up. There's a good break, good ball down the left-hand side. Jankto got into a good crossing position, fired the cross in, it was headed clear, and then Sofal on the edge of the box took a touch with his chest. The ball sat down a couple of bounces and hammers a shot left-footed, and it's Vida with his left boot. I think the shot, wow, was it creeping on target? I think it was.
So near, but yet so foul. Czechs.
Oh, wow.
Czechs have won a throw
there, Bruce.
on the right. Beg your pardon. Mazepust makes a little burst down the byline. Brekalo has a nibble, couldn't take him down, didn't take the ball. Czech Republic have won a corner. Let's give you the Croatia team. Dominik Livakovic of Dinamo Zagreb in goal. Veselko, Vida, Lovren and Joško Gvardiol, the 19-year-old, little Pep, playing at left back. Modric and Kovacic, the two holding midfielders. Brekalo and Perisic, the wide men. Kramaric playing off Rebic. Corner in, and header is just floated over the crossbar. Tomas Souček was in there for the Czech Republic. Couldn't quite keep the header down to test Livakovic in the Croatian goal. Goes behind for a goal kick. Croatia 0, Czech Republic 0.
Yeah, they go half zonal, the Croatians doing. A ball whipped in left-footed from Jankto. Tomas Souček, timing of his run perfect, level with the near post, just couldn't get enough power and direction on the header.
7 goals for his national team. 3 of those came in one game against Estonia in March. The Czech Republic won it by 6 goals to 2.
They all count, Bruce, don't they?
What? Even if they come in the same game? Yeah, I know. I wasn't saying that they didn't. Croatia have barely touched the ball in this first half. Modric gets a boot on it. Brekalo is able to control it just inside the Czech half. Modric with a little turn, surrounded. Darida in with a challenge. Schick with a neat turn on the halfway line. Why not have a shot? Because he can certainly score from there in this stadium. Instead, he lays the ball off to his left. He's Jankto on the corner of the penalty area. Swinging cross to the far post. Zofal is well forward again. Zofal's ball back in, just over the head of Mazepust in the middle. Nodded back to the edge of the penalty area. Holesh plays it to his left. Jankto with a little twist and turn. Challenge comes in from Veselko. Jankto goes down
too easily there, Jankto.
Holding his right foot as if in pain. Veselko's reaction, Chris, the Croatian right back, was interesting there. He just stood over him and said, "Get up, son."
Yeah, Jankto holding his right boot. Let's have a look. He does get his foot trodden on. There's no need to go down like that. Jankto, he's better than that. But what a sloppy start from Croatia. Really lacking intensity. The Czechs have come out of the blocks.
Yep, 5 minutes played. It was Jankto's right toe. You're tougher than that, possibly, Chris, maybe than you're better than that. Or a bit of both, because the fall was very theatrical as well. 5.5 minutes played. Hampden Park looks a picture. Fantastic to be inside the stadium here. And tonight's game, of course, coming live from Wembley. Mark Chapman will be with us at half-time, and as soon as the full-time whistle blows in this game, live from Wembley, all the build-up here on 5 Live. If you're on the move this evening and you don't want to miss a minute of the build-up or the action or the post-match reaction, because Chris and Robbie Savage taking the calls on 606, then listen to us live on the BBC Sounds app. Crossing, chance for Rebic. Couldn't quite get the header on the ball for Croatia. It bounces off Sofal and goes behind for a corner.
Yeah, and Vaclik, the Czech goalkeeper, holds his hands up as a really poor clearance, left-footed, a big slice. And the ball goes out wide, it's crossed in from the right-hand side. Rebic couldn't get the header in. Sofal behind him, the ball bounces off him and goes behind for a Croatia corner.
Kovacic is going to take this from the left-hand side. Breeze is just gusting up. Modric comes in short and he rolls it to little Luka Modric, who floats a high one to the far post. Goalkeeper wants it, just shoves his defender out of the way. It was Souček he pushed out of the way. Souček immediately sets off, tearing down the left-hand side. Well followed by Lovren. Lovren gets a foot on the ball. Souček clips his heels, but the pass is back to the goalkeeper, Dominik Livakovic, who is all in green for Croatia, defending the goal away to our right-hand side. Kovacic on the move, swiftly forward up to the halfway line. Brekalo, just 22 years old, playing in his first major tournament, plays the ball back into that Croatian back four. Domagoj Vida with the long hair and the The thin sort of Alice band tied tightly around his head has worked this to the right-hand side. Perisic, probably his first touch of the game. Little layoff from Rebic, was trying to find Kramaric. It didn't. Mazepust intercepts. Souček plays a low ball to his left. And Jankto plays back to Souček in central midfield. Here they come, the Czech Republic. Pressing forward at pace again. Mazepust looking for Jankto. Sliding challenge by Veselko for Croatia. Long ball up towards the halfway line. Good interception by Thomas Kallas, the Bristol City centre-back, in the heart of this Czech defence. Souček sees Soufal in space on his right-hand side. Soufal thinking about trying to curl a ball down the right-hand touchline. That's easily covered by Gvardiol, the 19-year-old. He clears with his left foot. Ball bounces around the halfway line, and it's volleyed back by Holesh to Kallas. Chris Sutton.
Yeah, and the Czechs really in control. The Croatians, no Brozovic in the middle of the park, and they are getting outplayed at this moment in time. Scotland actually had the greater possession against the Czech Republic, where Croatia-England was, I think, 50-50, but at this moment in time, worrying signs for Croatia. Here's Kovacic.
Worrying times for the boss as well, Zlatko Dalic, who took over just at the end of the qualifying campaign for the Russia World Cup. There's a challenge on Rebic there.
Daft challenge.
Has conceded a free kick, and it's in shooting range in a central position. It was Kallas who jumps with Rebic. Over the top he comes, and he slaps him in the face to concede the free kick.
Yeah, Rebic had just peeled in between the two Czech centre-halves. Long ball over the top, and Kallas was careless there. He's crashed in to Rebic, and this is an opportunity. This is just about, Bruce, the perfect distance for a free kick.
Modric there, Lovren there.
25, 26 yards out, far enough out to get it up and over the wall.
Slap bang in the middle of the pitch. Who else could be a potential striker of the ball? Kramaric fancies it, but it looks like it might be Lovren.
Lovren, yeah. Which is, I have to say, pretty amazing.
Considering the players they've got in the team, I mean, this will be Lovren. This is going to be Lovren from 25, 26 yards in a central position.
He must be good, Bruce. He must have been practicing.
Tomasz Vaslik, the goalkeeper, all in yellow, waiting for Lovren with his right foot, curls it over the crossbar.
Well, why did he take it, Bruce? Why not let Modric take it? A better technician. That was awful. That was a free kick from a centre-half, Bruce, wasn't it?
Strange one. Strange one, but must be a reason for it. Possibly lulling the Czech Republic.
Maybe scored a lucky one in training, but I mean, that was well over the bar, wasn't it?
Ball cleared by Vaslik, the Czech goalkeeper. Headed forward by Vladimir Soufal. It's back with the other goalkeeper, Croatia's Dominik Livakovic. Clears with his right foot down the middle of the pitch. That's beyond Rebic. Brekelo's got some pace. Chases it hard. Soufal is there. Plays back to his goalkeeper, Vaslik. And that's played up the right-hand side. Dardida's pass blocked by Kovacic. And it's out for a throw into the Czech Republic. So 10 minutes gone in the first half at Hampden Park. Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0. If Croatia can get the win, then that will make the group very interesting indeed, because ahead of England, Scotland this evening, you'd have the Czech Republic on 3, England on 3 and Croatia on 3. That is not really what Scotland fans want. I think they want the Czech Republic win. In terms of the predictor on the BBC Sport website, Chris and I have both gone 1-1. Haven't we, Chris?
Yeah, we're on the fence.
We've gone for quite a few similar predictions, actually, without talking to each other about them.
Yeah.
Great minds.
I think you, well, you looked at mine.
Ball is cleared by Livakovic with his right foot. Flicked on by Brekalo.
Hold of that, Brekalo. Really has to. Could have just backed in and taken that on his chest. Elected to flick it on straight to a Czech defender.
Not impressive so far from Croatia. Finalists in the World Cup 3 years ago. Not been in great form in recent times. Just 4 wins in their last 14 games. Souček with the outside of his right foot releases Mazepust. Mazepust double step over into the penalty area. Ooh, Brekalo thought he was going to make the risky challenge from behind in the box. Soufal going on the outside. Does well to get that cross in. Lovren flicks it away. Jankto smashes it high over the crossbar. Tried to catch it first time. It was coming at pace. Difficult to execute that. It's behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, Soufal did really well down the Czech right-hand side as the ball's popped out to him by Mazepust. faces Brekalo up, pushes it past him, gets to the byline and pulls it back. Brekalo has to do better and try and stop the cross as Lovren actually flicks it on. And Yankto, 8-10 yards out, wide of the left-hand post, slashes wildly at that, as well over the bar.
Chris Sutton with us at Hampden Park. Chris and Robbie taking the calls after England-Scotland tonight, on air from 10:15. Usual number to dial. Whatever happens in the game, there'll be plenty to talk about. Kick-off at 8, full commentary coming on 5 Live. Croatia attacking down the right. Vasalko's cross in, header away by the birthday boy Chaluska. Drops just outside the Croatian penalty area, bursts forward, Schick miscontrols, he runs back to Mazepust, sliding challenge from Gvardiol, Mazepust goes down holding his shin, and the Czech Republic get themselves a throw.
Mazepust still down, writhing around on the floor. Gvardiol goes to ground, he does get the ball.
Simulation game tonight, Chris? No, I'm not saying that one, but will there be one in the show?
There will be, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There's been a few, hasn't there?
Oh, there's been some
a
shockers.
tournament of some impressive dives, or it depends which way you want to look at it, Bruce.
No. Kalas playing the ball to his left. Souček is deep for the Czech Republic, inside his own half. Breeze gusting up again, this giant Croatian flag just swinging gently in that wind above our heads. Oh, nice flick on from Schick. Yeah, Yankto's got to be offside. Play on. Linesman keeps his flag down, and the Czech Republic are going to get a corner from it.
How late is that?
Do you know what? I think he looked at the ref and almost said, is that offside? And then put his flag up.
Yeah, I mean, so late we could see it. I mean, we don't get many things right, but even myself and yourself could see that, Bruce. They do that, don't they? They keep the flags down, the assistants. I mean, he's only a good 8 yards offside, and that's not an exaggeration.
Flag's got to go straight up there. I'm sorry, I would
get your flag up.
I would be a dreadful assistant referee, I know that, but
you'd be a dreadful referee, Bruce.
I would, I know. 14 minutes gone. First half, Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0. Czech Republic knowing if they win this game, they are through to the last 16 definitely. And if Scotland don't beat England at Wembley later on and the Czech Republic win this game, then they'll definitely have one of the top 2 spots in the group.
It's all complicated, isn't it? It's
hard
to get your head round.
It's not. I think I've explained that quite clearly and concisely.
In your opinion?
Vaslik's ball to his left, cleared long for Yankto, the Sampdoria winger, can't keep it in. And that's out for a throw-in to Croatia. Zlatko Dalic, the boss with the jet black hair in a sort of floppy centre parting, and the white trainers with the suit. What do you think?
Keeping up with the fashion.
Yeah. Yaroslav Zilhavi to his right-hand side, the Czech boss.
He's dressed more sort of middle-aged, doesn't he?
Bit more soberly, but a brown shoe, a sort of light brown shoe, just to work off the dark grey suit. If you were going to choose either look, Chris, which would you? I think you'd be. You'd be Dalic. I think you'd go Dalic. Trainers, wouldn't you?
You'd be Zilhavi with the hush puppies.
Czech Republic.
You remember them?
Of course I do. Yeah. Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0. Gvardiol wearing number 25 for Croatia. Ball played back to Modric with the
great pass,
luminous captain's armband wrapped round his left bicep. Little 1-2 here, edge of the area. Rebic couldn't quite find Brekalo. Croatia have won the ball back with Kovacic. A little bit of positivity from them in this first half. They've not been good so far in the opening stages of this game. Perisic tries to draw a couple of defenders in, plays the ball back to the Atletico fullback Vasalko. Here's Modric. Croatia need to get plenty of him on the ball. That really is stating the obvious. Vida just inside the Czech half, scurries forward, plays the ball to Gvardiol, just tried to nip past Sofal ready, gets a foot on the ball, and it's out for a throw-in to Croatia. Croatia 0, Czech Republic 0.
Just an encouraging sign or two. Modric getting on the ball. We saw him, his first touch in the game, and the Czech players, 3 or 4 around him, nicking the ball off him, but got a nice touches. Lovely pass with the outside of his right boot into Brekalo, but nothing came of that.
140th cap for Luka Modric, and his 7th major tournament, having first gone to a World Cup in 2006 as a as a 20-year-old. So whether we'll see him on the major stage again, I wonder. So let's enjoy it while we've got it. Here he is. And again, trying to use the outside of the right foot just to thread one through the legs of Souček. That really was little against large. Souček blocks it, and it's out for a throw into Croatia on the left. Gvardiol takes it, lofts it into... Ooh, Modric, poor header, straight at Souček, intercept it. Onto Darida. Darida to his left-hand side. Little stocky Jan Borrell gets it back to Darida, up to the edge of the penalty area, plays it left to Yankto. Cross comes in all the way to the far post. Sofal, another ball comes in, and it's a miscue.
Big chance, that. Huge chance. It was
Schick.
Yeah, who... Brilliant goal. What, 49.7 yards, couldn't score from 7. There, just had to concentrate on the connection.
Yankto, ball down the left. Souček with the cross from the byline. Last touch comes off him. It bounced off the defender into him and goes behind for a corner. One of those, Chris, and obviously you'll know because you've done this a million times. He makes the run to the near post. He almost sort of kicks it from right leg onto left leg, doesn't he? Onto his own legs.
Yeah, he just has to make a clean contact there. In fact, I think the ball back from Sofal was fired in at pace. It may have just bounced before him, and he can't get the connection. He didn't try and lash at it, he just made a mess of it. But that was a big opportunity there for the Czech Republic.
Ball is cleared by Livakovic. Yankto takes control for the Czech Republic, wide on the left-hand side, all in white. Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0, England, Scotland in this group. I'm sure you know this. Kicks off at 8 o'clock. Full commentary on BBC Radio 5 Live. John Murray, Chris Waddle and Pat Nevin, plus various guests obviously around the show. Croatia will take a goal kick quickly. Lovren's going to take a slight risk, passes it into Modric. He knows that ball's going to be looked after there. Little side foot pass back to Vida. It's good from Croatia. Kovacic coming forward, then not the best pass from him. Rebic can't get there, and the Czech Republic have it again.
Yeah, they did well, Croatia, bypassing the Czech press, but Kovacic just a little bit too eager there. Rebic hadn't made the run into the channel. That's where the ball went, and here come the Czechs once again, who have had the better start in possession.
Chaluska celebrating that 32nd birthday. I know, Chris, you're the kind of guy who'll know how to say happy birthday to him in Czech, I imagine, or I might have very unfairly put you on the spot there.
Honeš Steški Zdraví, Bruce.
Oh, Schick chasing a good ball down the right. Here's Mazepus down by the byline. Cross comes into the near post, and the offside flag goes up. Once.
There he goes again.
Well, but he's got to do it that time. As soon as Mazepus got to the ball, this time he was sure, and then the flag went out. Sorry, Chris, just say that again. Chaluska.
Yeah, Honeš Steški Zdraví, or something like that.
Happy birthday.
I'll sing it at half time, Bruce.
Okay.
If he scores, I'll sing it.
Looking forward to it. 20 minutes gone, first half. Hampden Park, Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0. Modric with a right-footed ball. 3 more commentaries coming your way on 5 Live tomorrow from Euro 2020. Some great games as well. Modric with his left foot trying to slide one in. All chance here for Rebic racing through, and he blocks the clearance from Vaslik, and the ball bounces off Rebic, goes well wide. For a second you thought Rebic might get onto the ball from Modric. He couldn't to get the shot away, then threw himself in the way of the clearance, and he's actually really hurt himself in doing that, and he's writhing around in pain on the floor.
Well, really sloppy from the Czechs, but I don't know what Vaslik is actually doing. He was inside his box. It was an under-hit back pass, but he I think he kicked it straight at Rebic, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an easy one for him to just kick it either side of him, straight at Rebic, and that could have gone anywhere. Fortunately for the Czech Republic, bounced behind the goal.
Not seen much of Kramaric yet in the game.
Played off the right against England, didn't he? He's playing in that role just behind Rebic, that number 10 role.
It's a lovely turn in midfield from Darida to get away from Modric. Modric speeds up behind him, nicks the ball off him. Lovren plays it to his right. Down the line it goes from Perisic. That's a foul on Kramaric. Free kick for Croatia. Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0. So your game's tomorrow, 2 o'clock, Hungary against France. Mark Scott and Dion Dublin with the commentary. Dion, who's in this stadium, I think working for BBC Television today. Portugal against Germany kicks off at 5 o'clock. Ian Dennis and Neil Lennon. Spain-Poland is your 8 o'clock kickoff with Vicky Sparks and Rob Green. Brekalo trying to thread a ball through. Comes off Sofal, goes behind for the corner. And Sofal has a little shout at Gvardiol, who he thinks went down in the penalty area trying to persuade the referee to give something that wasn't there. Corner for Croatia, 0-0.
Yeah, it's Brekalo who nutmegs Souček on the left wing position. Soufal gets the ball, and Gvardiol, there's barely any contact. He goes down far too easily. I mean, I don't know whether he was claiming for a penalty there,
but hoping.
If he did, I mean, that was pathetic from little Pep.
Exactly. Corner Croatia. Modric stands with the hands on hips. Cameraman right behind him on the side of the pitch. Goes with a low one into the penalty area. Gets the ball back. Modric back across. Perisic drives the shot low straight at the goalkeeper. Vaslik, who makes an easy save.
Yeah, really well worked corner. Perisic will be disappointed. He didn't score. Modric short corner. And the ball comes back to him, and he picks out the pass along the floor to Perisic, who's level with the penalty spot. Left-hand side of the box, gets a good connection, but straight at Vaslik.
He's often the man in the major tournaments, Perisic. 7 goals at major tournaments for Croatia. Good chance to score there.
Yeah, had the power, just not the direction. Straight at the Czech goalkeeper.
Domagoj Vida at centre-back. Croatia give it to Kovacic. Kovacic into the midfield, turned around the corner by Kramaric to Vasalko. Kramaric continues a run. Down the right to Perisic. Perisic with the ball back to Vasalko inside his own half. Croatia 0, Czech Republic 0. Czech Republic win takes them through to the last 16. And the ball is with their goalkeeper at the moment, Dominik Livakovic.
So will a draw take the Czechs through?
Oh, Chris, it'll put them on...
You know, just you said earlier you were on top of it.
It'll put them on 4 points. You'd think they'd have a really good chance, because even if you finish third with 4 points, then you're very likely to go through. That's all I'm going to say.
No, it's just you said you were on top of it. It doesn't sound like it.
If you look at the third place teams from the Euros 4 years ago, Portugal and Northern Ireland got through to the knockout stages on 3 points with a goal difference of 0. Portugal got through with 3 draws. Northern Ireland got their 1 win against Ukraine.
Yeah, but that was...
What?
4 years ago, 5 years ago, yeah.
I'm just giving you a precedent. Mazepust, little 1-2 with Souček. Gvardiol steps in to win it.
Challenge.
Yeah, caught by Darida. You heard the howl of pain from little Pep. Modric. Kramaric, that's better. Makes himself available. Back to Kovacic. Kovacic arrows a ball to the right-hand side. Vasalko controls it well. Cross comes in outside of his right foot, too close to the goalkeeper, and Vaslik is able to catch it with both hands. Better from Croatia, Chris.
Yeah, better. A couple of short passes and then a lovely raking ball from Kovacic out to the right-hand side. And Vasalko took a touch, bouncing ball, crossed it with the outside of his right boot, but too close to Vaslik, the Czech goalkeeper.
Czechs building down the right, intercepted by Vida. Oh, Brekalo, that's a poor ball back into his own half. Flying challenge from Vasalko, got the ball. If he'd caught Yankto with that, he was miles in the air, 2-footed as well, going for the ball. He might have been sent off for it. He didn't. Kovacic, great dribble, scything run, can't find Rebic. Final ball has not been there for Croatia. On the turn is Mazepust. Schick in space on the right-hand side, if you can see him. Yankto making the run through the middle. Mazepust still carries it forward. 25 minutes played. It's 0-0. Schick, tall central striker for the Czech Republic. Back to Darida. Wide to Zofal. Zofal down the right to Mazepust. Zofal. Mazepust again. Just little triangular passing from the Czech Republic. Little chant breaks out from their fans around us in the stands at Hampden Park. Zofal just trotting infield. Yankto's come to the right-hand side to get involved. Mazepust can't find him. Intercepted by Gvardiol. Forward to Kramaric. Kramaric, a little bit of skill, but Darida's in to take the ball off him inside the Croatian half. Souček wants that quickly. Gets it. Short pass to his left. Nice little touch and body movement from Schick. Back to Darida. Now Zofal. Mazepust making the run. Can Zofal find him? No. Croatia stopping on the edge of the penalty area. 0-0. Croatia, Czech Republic. Misplaced pass out for a throw-in to Croatia on the left. Some sweet skills from Patrick Schick.
Yeah,
Chris.
Slick
from Schick, but I say sweet because considering the family business, which I know you're going to tell us about later in this game, because it's something that caught my eye and caught your eye in the notes on the Czech squad.
Every child's dream Bruce, isn't it?
What's that?
Patrick Schick, son of a confectioner.
That's right. His family-owned cake and pastry shops and factories, don't they?
I mean, that's amazing, isn't it?
Be great for me, Chris.
Yeah.
27.
Two pastry shops.
Yeah.
And a dessert and cake factory.
Yeah. And for someone like you who loves a pun or two in commentary, I mean, there's just so many there if Schick can get himself on the score sheet. So what a treat for our listeners that might be. 27 minutes gone. First half. Czech Republic 0, Croatia 0. Here's Perisic coming in off the right. Pass goes past Kramaric but finds Gvardiol. Kramaric dummies. Little shimmy from right to left. Keeps the ball. Gvardiol supports. He also feigns to cross. Then with his right foot, that takes a deflection. Up in the air it goes, and Vaslik, the goalkeeper, catches it calmly and just bowls the ball out to Jan Boril, who's a powerfully built left-back for the Czech Republic. Tall, elegant figure of Thomas Souček, one of the players of the Premier League season just gone, with his 10 goals for West Ham, helping them to 6th place in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's been sensational, hasn't he? Really good technician. I know he's tall, clever the way he drifts into the opposition box. Great timing of his runs, and he's a massive threat.
Chaluska to Mazapust, who's quite deep for the Czech Republic inside his half. Croatia standing off and Czech Republic just knocking it around. 0-0 at the moment, which, you know, would suit the Czech Republic just fine, as we were just explaining. 4 points to put them in a good position, pretty healthy position, going into their last group game against England on Tuesday at Wembley. Another 5 live commentary. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff. The last group games kicking off at the same time in those groups. So Scotland will play against Croatia here at 8 o'clock on that Tuesday night as well. Still Czech possession. Back it comes to Vaslik.
He's not got a good left foot, has he?
He's not. Header from Vasalko. Oh, little flick ball from Kramaric. Very nearly released Perisic. It's blocked. Kalas to Yankto. Yankto plays the ball back to Boril. Boril to Kalas, and now Souček is able to turn and slides to the ground as he digs his right foot under the ball. Passes to Sofal. Sofal down the line for Schick. Schick with a fantastic turn to get rid of the attentions of Vida. Then too slow with the pass, blocked by Gvardiol.
He's a good mover, isn't he, Schick? Took the ball in really well there and turned Vida, but as you said, just dallied on the ball, eventually cut out.
Throwing Croatia. Sun's out again. Sun always shines in Glasgow, doesn't it, Chris? Hey,
you couldn't make it up. I mean, it once rained 28 days in June.
Did it?
And I lived up here. Yep. And the irony is half of Scotland's gone down to London, and they've got a weather warning.
Yeah,
taking the rain down with them.
8 o'clock kickoff at Wembley, the big one. England against Scotland.
This is the big one, Bruce.
Well, yes.
Today, a bit disrespectful there to the Croat and the Czech Republic.
Gvardiol. Brekalo chasing a ball down the left. Sofal's got the head start, gets there first. Little step over, dummies it and lets the ball go.
Brekalo. How's he fallen for that, Bruce?
Behind for the goal kick.
Just thrown his leg over the ball, and Brekalo, we could see it coming a mile off, Bruce.
Yeah. There was a game the other night, Chris, I was doing. I think it might have been the Spain-Sweden game, where I genuinely got done by 2 dummies in the game. So
it's
actually,
a bit like when you were in Italy, Bruce, in your university days. You'd have got done by the Italian waiter with the old. Was it Italian?
He was
waiter?
An Algerian.
Algerian waiter, the old.
He elastico me.
Yeah.
In the piazza, and you laughed your head off. It was a genuine elastico. Yeah. It really was.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Difficult.
Good player. Cleared by Vaslik.
Little Bruce falling for that.
Yeah. No, I just applauded, Chris. Chase back hard. Rosy red cheeks, puffing and panting. Dominik Livakovic, Croatia's goalkeeper. Short to Vida. Still 0-0. Livakovic. Good thud of boot on ball there, isn't it?
I mean, they're going direct, aren't they, at times? Croatia, lacking Brozovic in the middle of the park, and really, I'd like to see the possession stats, but the Czechs have looked more comfortable in this first half so far.
Oh, Schick, lovely flick from Schick. who collects the return pass. Souček was making the run on the outside. He's given up on that. Now he gets it from Schick. Souček dummies across, wins a corner. Gvardiol blocks it, but the little flick from Schick.
Yeah, he's a lovely mover, isn't he? Languid mover.
He's a good dancer. What do you think?
He's Schick.
Yeah, I would have thought so, yeah. Just the way he moves, Chris.
I didn't realise you thought you were Len Goodman.
Yankto gets ready to take a corner.
What do you know about dance?
Very little. Czech Republic on the attack with Zofal. Yankto gets it back, curling ball towards the far post. 3 of them waiting. Ball is headed away, drops loose in the penalty area. Driven by Dardida with his left foot. That's blocked. Modric stoops to win a header, nods it to Brekelows. Really got into this game, and player down. Is it Schick? Schick's down.
And that's really worrying for the Czech. There's blood everywhere.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Taken one in the nose. I mean,
pouring with blood.
Yeah, and he's still down. It's actually Lovren who attacked the ball really well. He's done that on a few occasions, and I think he takes an elbow. Lovren using his arms as leverage, and he does. He's caught flush.
They're looking for a penalty, Chris. It's just flashed up on our screen here. Potential penalty check. Can you give a penalty for that?
I mean, he's using his arm as leverage. Has he thrown that? I think that would be mightily harsh. You know, you have to use your arms to jump. The ball was going behind Lovren, but they are checking, and it's just whether they deem it as dangerous play.
Carlos del Cerro Grande, our referee, is being spoken to by the video assistant referee, also from Spain, Juan Martinez Munguera.
I've seen one replay. Like to see it again.
I mean, he caught it.
Does he throw his arm? Does he?
No, not for me.
Oh,
hang on. He's drawn the rectangle in mid-air, and he's going to go and have a look at the monitor, so at least the referee is going to make this decision. So it is now up to Carlos del Cerro Grande to decide whether the elbow from Lovren that has caught Schick and split his nose open is going to give the Czech Republic a penalty here at Hampden Park.
Just seeing it again. He does catch Schick, but I don't think he has a look before. I think he's attacking the ball. I have to say, I think this would be mightily harsh. I really do.
Would it be a free kick outside the penalty area?
I don't think so. I think there's a genuine attempt to win the ball from Lovren.
Here he comes. Big moment here at Hampden Park. Czech Republic knowing a win would take them through to the last 16. He's giving it. Wow. He is giving the penalty.
Wow.
Dejan Lovren cannot believe it. He's jumped to win a header. He's got a yellow card for the challenge.
He's won the header.
He's won the header. He's jumped, and we think he's accidentally caught Schick, and he's done some damage. But that's remarkable, Chris.
Sometimes things can just be accidental, and I don't think that Lovren has a look at Schick before. He's using his arm as leverage. He does catch Schick, who's got a bloody nose, but it's the Croatians who may well have a bloody nose if this penalty goes in.
Now then, does Schick want to take the penalty? He's being told he's got to come off the field. He's got a whole load of Wodger cotton wool stuffed up his right nostril. He's having some tournament, Patrick Schick. Now the Croatians are still complaining, and they've seen the replay. They're looking at it on the big screen at Hampden Park, and they're surrounding the referee. They don't like the decision.
Yeah, and do you know what? I have to say, I really understand the Croatian players' frustration. I think it was a committed challenge. Accidents do happen. Modric speaking to the referee, but he's not going to change his mind now. He's been over, he's looked at the monitor, he's awarded the penalty.
Look who it is, Chris. It's the man with the bloody nose. The case of the bloody nose at Hampden Park. Patrick Schick is going to take a long run and try and score his 3rd goal of the tournament. He's taken a blow. We think he's been lucky to win the penalty. There's been quite a few penalties missed at Euro 2020.
Come on, Bruce.
But the Czech Republic could take a big step towards the last 16 here if the smooth-moving Patrick Schick can find the back of the net from the penalty spot. He's having a bit of a wait here. Referee's just had a word with the goalkeeper, Livakovic. Long blast on the whistle. Jeers from the Croatian fans. Schick says, bring it on. He says to the fans, bring it on. He's still waiting here. Now we're ready to go. Schick with his left foot, sends the keeper the wrong way. He wins the penalty. He scores the penalty. Croatia 0, Czech Republic 1.
Yeah, and you just knew it, didn't you? Schick scores from 12 yards on this occasion. Calm, confident penalty. Sends the goalkeeper, Livakovic, the wrong way. He dives left. Or Schick goes left. And it's a cool penalty. The Czechs get their noses in front.
And Patrick Schick gets his just desserts, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely, Bruce. Confident penalty, wasn't it? And now Croatia, they have plenty of work to do. Couldn't lay a glove on England, haven't laid a glove on the Czechs so far.
I know tonight's phoning, Chris, will be all about England-Scotland, and they're probably this game probably won't come out in conversation. I think that's a really harsh penalty against Croatia, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. And Lovren is frustrated. He's given the referee a good explanation.
Now Schick, now that's interesting. Schick is now getting more treatment, so he stayed on. They mopped him up enough to take the penalty. And he's off now, just getting tidied up. And you could see his eyes were still watering. We got a close-up.
Bruce, I mean, if I elbowed you in the nose, your eyes would be watering.
Don't go there. Brekalo. Rebic is in. He's onside. Oh, terrible miss. Slices it wide from 6 yards out. Goal at his mercy. The angle was tight. Surely has to get it on target.
Yeah, and that's a clear-cut chance. Brekalo on the half-turn, slides the ball down to Rebic, left-hand side of the box. He drives into the box. He's been in hopeless goal-scoring form as of late, and he slashes wildly at the ball, left-footed. A real lack of composure. What's he? 8 yards out at the angle. Didn't steady himself. Lashed at the ball, and it went hopelessly wide of the Czech goal, the near post. Just had to compose himself and place that. What a chance, Bruce.
Yeah, good point you make as well, Chris, about his recent form for his country. 1 in 21 internationally. Scored a great goal against Argentina at the World Cup. Sizzling volley as Yankto's cross comes into the Croatian penalty area. But just 1 goal for his country since then, 3 years ago. That was a decent chance. Sunshine is out, blazing again. And the ball's gone behind for a goal kick. If you're just tuning in, Chris Sutton and I sitting here at Hampden Park, 6 minutes remaining in the first half, and the Czech Republic in Group D heading towards the last 16. They lead through a penalty given to them when Lovren's elbow, as he jumped for a header, caught Patrick Schick full on the nose, blood everywhere. He picked himself up, Schick. He scored the penalty, and he's got 3 goals at Euro 2020.
Yeah, I mean, what a start to the tournament. Is he most expensive player ever in the Czech Republic? Is it 40?
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. 40 million euros, wasn't it?
Your homework, Chris. Modric. Ball down the right-hand side. Croatia need to find a goal. Not scored in this tournament yet, and not really looked like doing it. Vasalko's cross in too close to the keeper, who just flops onto it. Like.
Yeah. We've mentioned Rebic and his poor goal-scoring form as we just see the challenge again from Lovren. You know, I've seen this numerous times now. I just don't see that he does a lot wrong. And you see the referee, actually, he's got a clear view. He's about 10-12 yards away. But that was the advice. He must have had the advice from...
That's a good point, Chris. Because I think that then... So he's not given the penalty in real time. No. I think the VAR should look at that and think there's nothing to deal with here. He's accidentally caught him play on. As soon as he sends him to the monitor, he then gives him the opportunity to give that penalty. And you could see, once the Croatians had seen the replay on the big screen, they were livid.
No, I mean, it's a massive decision, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have to say, I think the Czechs have deserved their lead, but that's got nothing to do with it.
4 minutes left in the first half. Croatia attacking down the right. These black kits with the red trim. Ball in towards Rebic at the far post. Swings a leg at it, can't control it. And it goes behind for a goal kick. And I know you think, Chris, if Croatia lose this game, Croatia are out of the tournament. Now, mathematically, they're not.
You don't?
They're not, mathematically.
Yeah, but you don't think they're out if they lose this?
They could beat Scotland, get themselves to 3 points, might be able to sneak through.
I think that they're as good as out, Bruce. And if you want a cheeky bet on it, then...
No, I wouldn't promote or encourage gambling, Chris, on on
That's
national radio.
That's a sportsman's bet, Bruce.
A sportsman's, okay, yeah, fair enough. Vaslik, Czech's goalkeeper, clears downfield. Zofal. He does a great job, doesn't he, Zofal, down the right?
Yeah, really aggressive, robust defender. Is he £5 million? When you think about some of the money wasted in this day and age, an absolute snip.
Long ball forward from the Croatians, headed away by Cheluska. Perisic jumps, wins a header but falls over. Lovely velvet first touch from Yankto inside his own half, overhits the pass, little flick header from Vida, and it comes back to Livakovic, who quickly slings it out overarm to Gvardiol, the left back, plays it back into Vida inside his own half. Modric at the base of this midfield, two-man midfield today. Modric and Kovacic with the three ahead of them, and then Rebic through the middle. Ball floated down the right, that's a good one. Chance for Perisic here to get the cross in, blocked at the near post by Cheluska, cleared from Brekalo, and Darida's back there to whack it away with his right foot, and Croatia have it with Lovren just inside his own half.
Do you know what I think is a terrible run from Rebic at the far post? Maybe got a bit fortunate, Croatia. Borrell, who misjudged the flight of the ball, and Perisic got in down the right-hand side, but Rebic has to make the run across the near post. The ball doesn't come through to him.
Not having a great first half. Rebic, Kramaric opens up, right-footed shot, scuffs it slightly. That was going wide, but the goalkeeper, Vaslik, gets down to his right and just makes sure. Just in terms of the penalty decision, if you want to have a look yourselves, you've not seen it yet. 11:30 tonight, highlights on BBC One. 6:06 at 10:15 tonight after England-Scotland. Full commentary on 5 Live. John Murray, Chris Waddle, Pat Nevin bringing you that live from Wembley for the 8 o'clock kickoff. Mark Chapman presenting the show this evening, and then everything will be rounded up in your daily Euros, your pod on the BBC Sounds app, which is the place to go for all the reaction, debate and analysis, and features the big names like Chris Sutton on that pod occasionally. Well worth a listen. Vida back to Livakovic with his right foot, cleared to the right. Vasalko can't keep it in. Croatia, according to you, Chris, they're going to have 45 minutes here to try and stay in the tournament second half, and they've been pretty woeful, haven't they?
They have been. The Czech Republic, who have been the better team in this first half, got lucky with the award of the penalty. They've certainly been the dominant team, the team with the confidence.
They've got the ball, they had the ball, Modric has stepped in.
And, you know, it's the right tactic. There he goes, Yankto, come on.
Yankto gets a nudge in the back, a gentle nudge in the back from Modric, and stumbles and thinks about falling, and then probably heard you saying, come on, and decided against it. Well, that's pathetic.
That's twice now. Yankto.
Modric, who was just getting a little frustrated, but he was fouled initially, which is why Croatia got the free kick.
But the Czech tactic will be, do not let Modric get on the ball, dictate the play, don't let him get his head up. To the Czech players' credit, they aren't doing that, but here is Modric with his head up.
Modric with his right foot, curling ball down the inside right channel, headed away by Kalas. Yankto miscues with his right foot. Then he bumps shoulder to shoulder with Vasalko, and he goes down.
Well, yeah, he's gone down theatrically, but you know, he may have taken a sore one there.
Yeah, in the ribs.
He's been.
His face is in absolute anguish.
It's just been.
Mazepust has hauled him to his feet.
I mean, blimey. Let's have a look. He takes one in the ribs, Bruce. I think you've been a bit harsh, but he is the boy who cries wolf, isn't he?
Well, that's the point, Chris. That's why I've probably gone a bit harsh on him. But Mazepust was comedy there, because he was riding around and wanting his moment on the ground, and Mazepust just hauled him to his feet.
Yeah. I'd like to think you'd do the same to me, Bruce, if
I would, Chris.
He gave me a
what was the
in the ribs.
We're closing in on half-time, and the Czech Republic are leading 1-0. What was the game that you told me about today, which is the national game played in?
It's the Czech Republic, Woodcock.
What is Woodcock?
Well, I swear you have a couple of planks, and you'd relate to that. And you put it's a 1v1 contest, and you have a plank of wood, and you have to knock plank of wood each, balance it on your head, and you have to knock your opponent's plank off. Right. I'd love to knock your plank off, Bruce.
But surely, if us two played it, you would have a massive height. It would. I mean,
I'd just
because I would have to incline my head up, and the plank would fall off.
But I'd have to duck down, wouldn't I? And
so your plank would fall off.
You'd have to, it'd be a game of patience.
I'll tell you what, that's a possible social media clip this summer, isn't it? You and I having a game of Woodcock.
Good game, I tell you.
Yeah.
Google it.
Best of 3. Czech Republic 1, Croatia 0. Schick's penalty, closing in on half-time at Hampden Park. And we're just over, it's ticking down now, just over 2 hours away from England-Scotland at Wembley. Ball's given away to Mazepust, plays it back to the edge of the area. Challenge on Schick, free kick for the Czech Republic on the edge of the box.
Kovacic goes to ground, and the Croatian players surrounding the referee saying he got the ball.
Did he? No.
Oh, he does get the ball eventually, but he gets Schick first, which is the most important part of that. What an opportunity this is.
Could kill the game, this. Unless we get a dramatic Croatian comeback in the second half, but Schick fancies it, Chris.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Bruce, you score from 49.7 yards. It's a breeze from 25.
49.7 or 47.9?
Is it 49.7?
I can't remember. Taking a hell of a run.
This is, yeah.
Schick's taken a 7-8 yard run at this. Looks like he's going to go for an absolute blunderbuss. Step over, left for Schick, and he smashed it over the bar. He's let us down.
All the big build-up. Yeah, the 8-yard run-up. All the intent there. Yeah, goes a couple of yards wide of the right-hand post.
Croatia take the goal kick. Added time at the end of the first half. Mark Chapman on the way, continuing to build up to England-Scotland. Czech Republic looking good in Group D at the moment. The better team here, leading Croatia by 1-0.
Yeah, I bet he's getting excited at Wembley. Mark Chapman.
Yeah, he will be, won't he? Can't wait to hear from him. Livakovic lofts one down the middle of the pitch. Quite a bit of added time being added on, which is what happens to added time at the end of the first. So foul, chasing a ball, has to keep that in. Last touch came off one of his teammates. Great flick on, down the right. Darida controls. Oh, Schick came towards him. If he'd run away from him, he might have been able to get onto that through ball. Yankto is chasing. Livakovic clears with his right foot. Half-time whistle blows at Hampden Park. Hugely debatable penalty, tucked away by Patrick Schick after he was smashed in the nose accidentally by Dejan Lovren. But the point you made, Chris, after that goal went in, Czech Republic deserved the lead, don't they?
Absolutely. The Croatians up the creek with that Schick penalty. They have been the better team. The Czech Republic, they've dominated the first half, but it's a sore one for Croatia, sore one for Schick, getting the bloody nose. But I don't think that was a penalty. It was a big decision. The referee went over to the monitor, in fairness, looked at it, awarded the penalty. But that's harsh, Bruce, isn't it? But the Croatians have got it all to do, but they haven't done enough in the first half.
As it stands, Czech Republic leading the game. A win takes them through to the last 16. It will make things very difficult for Croatia if they lose it. Chris thinks they'll be out. We'll take it to Mark Chapman. He'll be buzzing at Wembley.
Tried to be clever there, didn't you, with your creek analogy, and got yourself in a bit of a mess, Chris?
I didn't notice. It was just all off the cuff, Mark. Just exciting here at Hampden with the big game of the day.
Dejan Lovren
we got there eventually.
We did get there eventually. Dejan Lovren didn't look particularly pleased as he left the Hampden Park field at half-time.
No, and I can understand the frustration. You've played centre-half, Mark. I mean, I think that it was one of the, not in the Euros, obviously, but that was one of those where the cross came in. He's got his eyes on the ball. He's back-pedalling. He hasn't had a look at Schick. He's using his arms as leverage. Gets up, made a big header, brave header, really, and he did catch Schick. But these things happen. It was an accidental clash. I don't think the penalty should have been awarded. Having said all that, the referee did go to the monitor. Interesting, though, that the referee had a clear view of it. I've seen an angle where the referee's probably 10-12 yards away, and his first instinct wasn't to award the penalty.
I can't think. I'm trying to think. You know, when you see a decision given and then you think, right, let's think of another one that's like that, that's been given like that. I can't think of one where you get a sort of challenge in the air, someone gets whacked in the nose, and
But for having said all of that, I mean, I've just seen the stats on the monitor here. They're fairly close. Czech Republic, 52% possession compared to Croatia's 48. I think 6 attempts for the Czechs, 4 attempts for the Croatians. There's not a lot in it, but the Czech Republic have been the better side.
Yep, they have been the better side. They started with confidence, they started with intent. I think Croatia have been disappointing. You can see the Czech game plan. We're going to stop Modric playing. It's a good game plan, because if he starts to dictate the play, then the Czechs may be in trouble. Got to say, they had the big chance though, didn't they? Straight after the goal, Rebic, who's been in hopeless form, a really poor finish when he did get in, 1v1 on the left, or inside the box on the left-hand side, and he slashed wildly at it. But you know, I know what Ali's saying about that if Croatia lose today, but you know, there may still be hope. But I mean, I think they're effectively out. I mean, they are not the team they once were. That's an obvious thing to say. No Mandzukic, haven't scored enough goals, but they've still got enough good players in this team to do more than they are actually doing and to pose more of a threat.
More from Ali and Chris on the way, the second half of Croatia and the Czech Republic, and then we'll start our build-up to England against Scotland, which gets underway here at Wembley at 8 o'clock. Now, Christian Eriksen has been discharged from hospital after a successful operation to fit a heart-starting device. He visited the team earlier today and will now return home with his family. In a statement, Eriksen said, "Thank you for the massive number of greetings. It's been incredible to see and feel. The operation went well and I'm doing well under the circumstances. It was really great to see the guys again after the fantastic game they played last night. No need to say that I'll be cheering them on Monday against Russia." Two big cricket games going on at the moment, although rain washed out the first day of the World Test Championship between India and New Zealand in Southampton. England have been frustrated by the weather as they chase victory in the women's test against India in Bristol. Players been abandoned for the day. India 83 for 1 in their second innings, so they're still 82 runs behind England's first innings total. They have eventually got play at Queen's. Russell Fuller.
3.5 hours late, but now the top seed Matteo Berrettini and Dan Evans, the 6th seed, are on court. Evans had to save 8 break points in his opening 3 service games against the 6'5" Italian who served so well against Andy Murray in the last round. He then went on to lose the tie-break 7-5. It's 2 games all in the second set. If the weather holds, and that's a very, very big if, then it will be Jack Draper against Cameron Norrie, also in the quarterfinals a little bit later on.
Let's go to the golf. Second day of the US Open at Torrey Pines in San Diego, and it's been a great start for an Englishman, Ian Carter.
It has, and what a story this is. The British Masters champion Richard Bland, who won that at the 478th attempt to get his first European Tour title. Now he's in the US Open, and at the age of 48 he's going great guns. He's just 1 shot off the lead. Today in his first 9 holes he's had 4 birdies, 2 drop shots as well. It all adds up to 3 under par overall, 1 behind the leader Russell Henley. Louis Oosthuizen was sharing the lead, but he's 1 over par for his 6 holes of his second round that he's played so far, so that drops him into the group at 3 under par, which also includes the Spaniard John Rahm. Rory McIlroy not quite as composed as he was yesterday. He's 1 over par for his opening half dozen holes. That leaves him at level par and just outside the top 20.
Coverage on 5 Live Sports Extra from 11 o'clock of day 2 of the US Open. And at Ascot, the feature race of the day, the Coronation Stakes, was won by Alcohol Free. 5 to 6, this is BBC Radio 5 Live. Richard Foster has the news.
Listen on BBC Sounds. This is BBC Radio 5 Live.
The Liberal Democrats say their by-election victory in Buckinghamshire is sending shockwaves through British politics. They took the seat of Chesham and Amersham with a majority of 8,000. Here's our political correspondent, Jonathan Blake.
Traditional Conservative voters here in Chesham and Amersham at least may have been perhaps turned off by the Conservatives' current levelling up agenda and all the talk of addressing the north-south divide and making no apology for the fact that they have been concentrating on areas in the north of England and the West Midlands as well, over and above their traditional sort of heartlands in the south of England.
A study by Public Health England suggests a single dose of the Pfizer or AstraZeneca vaccine reduces the risk of hospital treatment for COVID by up to 3/4.
It's come off. Who was it, Chris?
I can't help you there.
Come on, don't do that. I was writing the names down of the ones who were coming on.
Yeah.
I can tell you who's coming on. Who's the other one who came off? Rebic, Brekalo. You see, our producer John Southall's jumped in.
I was just going to say that.
Were you?
Yeah.
So Josip Brekalo, the Wolfsburg winger who got a start today, has been taken off at half-time. Rebic, who did not have a great first half, has come off. And the second half is about to get underway. Croatia need to dig themselves out of a hole in Group D. Lost the opening game against England at Wembley by 1-0. Trailing 1-0 to the Czech Republic, who, if they win this game, are going through to the last 16. The two players to come on, Bruno Petkovic, the Dinamo Zagreb striker, who was the top scorer in qualifying for the Euros for Croatia, with 4 goals in those games. But a really interesting second change as well, as Croatia win an early free kick in an attacking position in the inside left channel in this second half. Gvardiol is caught as he was bringing the ball forward. Luka Ivanushets, also of Dinamo Zagreb, 22. This is only his 3rd cap, Chris, attacking midfielder. So it's a bold change, but it needed to be made.
Yeah, and putting on a talented player, Croatia's youngest ever goal scorer.
Nice,
Bruce, but I think you knew that. But here's an opportunity straight away. Free kick left-hand side as Modric over it.
Croatia needing to get back in this game. England, Scotland on the way, 8 o'clock tonight in full on 5 Live. Modric goes with a low ball to the edge of the box. Perisic lays it off. Kovacic with the curler, always rising. And over the crossbar. Yeah, Croatia's youngest ever goal scorer. Where did he score that? Do you remember who he scored it against, Chris?
Oh, I remember it well, against China.
Yeah. Back in 2017.
Didn't know the year.
Yeah. 9 goals in 27 caps for the under-21s. He's a serious talent.
He's come out to the right-hand side. Perisic has gone over to that left-hand side.
And Petkovic in Rebic's place as the central striker.
Yeah.
Okay, sun's out again at Hampden Park. We're enjoying this one at the moment. Croatia 0, Czech Republic 1. Croatia defending the goal away to our left-hand side. Croatia win another free kick on the halfway line, feeling extremely hard done by the penalty they conceded in the first half. They've taken that free kick quickly. Chance here for Perisic on the left, onto the right foot, drives it. What a finish! Croatia are back in the game. Ivan Perisic with an absolute rocket, cuts in from the left-hand side, hammers it with his right foot. Vaslik had absolutely no chance, and Croatia have finally woken up at Euro 2020. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1.
Oh, they've started so brightly. We've only just into the second half. It's a quick free kick on the halfway line, and Perisic has slipped in on the left-hand side, and he chops in on his right foot, goes past Sofal easily, little shift to create the angle. Sofal slips, and then Perisic, is all about the power and the precision, and he hammers the ball into the far side of the net. The pace beats the goalkeeper. Bad slick. I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful finish. It really is.
I actually thought it was out of the goalkeeper's reach, Chris, but you're right, it's past him before he can even get the hands there to block it.
You don't save them.
No. Great goal. And we said it in the first half as well. Perisic often does it in the big games at the major tournaments. England will remember that from the World Cup semi-final in 2018. That is a thumping finish from Ivan Perisic. He's 29th for his country. Well worth a watch on the highlights on BBC One at 11:30 tonight. And it is game on in the sunshine at Hampden Park. 1-1. Here are the teams. Livakovic, who's got the ball at his feet, the Croatian goalkeeper. Vesalko, Vida, Lovren and Gvardiol as the back four. Modric and Kovacic in central midfield. Wide on the right-hand side is the 22-year-old substitute Ivanushets. Defending for Croatia to do. Here's the danger man Patrick Schick. Little ball with his left foot. Jankto couldn't control it, and Kovacic is able to hack it away. Kramaric is still playing in the number 10 role, but now he's off Petkovic, who's come on as a half-time substitute, and Perisic has just scored an absolute worldie to level the game up. Mazepust is down hurt. Here's the Czech team. Vaslik in goal. Sofal, Kalas, Cheluska and Boril as the back four. Holesh and Souček, the two central midfielders in a 4-2-3-1. Mazepust and Jankto are the wingers. Darida, the skipper, playing off Patrick Schick, who scored that penalty, having taken a whack on the nose in the first half. Darida takes a free kick quickly, poor one, intercepted by Ivanušec. Got a foot on the ball, couldn't catch it though, and Darida was able to get there and play it back to his goalkeeper Vaslik.
A really sloppy free kick. Interesting change, wasn't it? Brilliant change to put Perisic out on that left-hand side. Instant impact. See a yellow card come out there
for Mazepust for a challenge on Gvardiol. Aerial ball. He's not actually looking at the ball, he's just jumped into him, Chris.
Yeah. It's a long diagonal ball and Gvardiol gets up and powers the header back, and you're right, Mazepust just flatters into him. I think that's the right decision. Deserved a booking.
That was more of a deliberate jump into someone than the Lovren challenge in the first half that conceded the penalty. Croatia with an early equaliser in the second half sets things up beautifully. In terms of the prediction game on the BBC Sport website, where we're taking on Mark Lawrenson, we actually don't want any more goals from this point, Chris, but in terms of doing the game, we probably want about 6 more. Kovacic intercepts for Croatia in central midfield, comes sprinting forward, low pass to his left, finds Kramaric, Hoffenheim striker, running from right to left, low pass out to Perisic, who's lit the stage up at Hampden Park. Couple of step overs, deep cross towards the far post. Even Nušec gets up, heads it down, doesn't get proper contact on the ball. Chance for Boril to bring it away for the Czech Republic. Strong challenge on him by Petkovic, who really wanted to win that back for Croatia. Big, tall, muscular striker, left-footed pass. Even Nušec hadn't made the run. And so Vaslik, the Czech goalkeeper, is able to pick up the ball. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1.
And Croatia, a different team in this second half. Once again, the ball going out left, and Perisic on the front foot, doing what all good wingers do, driving at his fullback. There's a couple of occasions in the second half. The goal and then getting to the byline. And Sofal has got a job on now to deal with Perisic.
Sofal is on the ball. Czech Republic coming forward, trying to get back in front. Darida to his right-hand side. Little layoff down the right. Pass into Yankto and the little flick. Souček lines up the drive. Low shot, just wide of the right-hand post. Livakovic stretching to his right will tell you he had it covered. It's gone behind for the goal kick. So it's 1-1. Put the Czech Republic on 4 points. It would put Croatia on 1 point. England on 3 points at the moment in the group ahead of their game against Scotland tonight, who have no points after the opening defeat against the Czech Republic here at Hampden Park. Ivanušec looks a very confident young man. Give and go, gets the ball back from Kramaric, plays the 1-2 with Petkovic. Already looks so much better for Croatia, Chris.
They've just gone up a gear or two, haven't they?
Kovacic striding forward again, plays it to his left. Perisic takes a touch. Oh, tummies the cross and falls over. Stretches well though to get another foot on the ball, to get a low ball into that box. Yankto heads it up in the air. Sofal will chase it. Mazepust is there for him down the right. Sofal's clearance blocked. Came off Sofal, I'm sure, yes. Throw into the Czech Republic, wide on the left-hand side. Let's remind you that the killer stat from the first half as well. Croatia in 10 games never lost a second game at a major tournament. I mean, it's a nonsense one in a way, but I quite like it, Chris. Not as much as I like your one about the England-Scotland game, which we'll get from you in a second. Petkovic taking the ball out wide with his back to goal. Czech Republic have half cleared. Modric getting onto the ball for Croatia in these dark black shirts. Veselko, the right back, to Lovren. Lovren to Modric. He's in between his two centre-backs, just inside his own half. Calling the tune as always. Kovacic pokes the ball forward with his right foot, intercepted by Cheluska. Darida to his left finds Souček. Yankto makes a run in the centre circle. Schick was on the move, decided not to play the pass. He's come back here into central defence. Draw for the Czech Republic, really not too bad. 4 points you'd imagine would be good enough to get you through to the last 16, unless you're very unlucky. Their last group game comes against England at Wembley on Tuesday. Souček, those long legs, taking him forward into the heart of the Croatian defence, wide to the left. The ball is played back in from that left by Boril to Yankto, onto Holesh, and Sofal miscontrols. Ball goes right over his foot and out for a throw into Croatia in their left-back position. So Chris, hit me with it. Scotland against England tonight.
What was it? Was it on the... Scotland have only ever won 2 games in the Euros, is that right? And
correct.
They were both on, Bruce,
the
June the 18th, yeah.
18th of June. What's the date today, Chris?
Wow. 18th of June.
It's the omen.
Does that mean beware England?
Yeah, could. Chris is taking the calls, by the way, tonight after the commentary on England-Scotland on 5 Live. Robbie Savage and Chris Sutton with 6:06 from 10:15 this evening. 10 minutes gone in the second half at Hampden Park. Modric, again, just so casual and easy with the outside of his right foot. Perisic, that was a good ball to Kramaric, and it just escaped from him, went underneath his foot, and it's back with Vaslik, the Czech goalkeeper.
Got to say, great changes that Zlatko Dalic has made at half-time, because they are playing the real impetus now, the Croatians.
Header forward from Vida down the left. Croatia have lost it. Darida takes control for the Czech Republic. Low pass to his left to Jan Boril, the left back. Spine of Slavia Prague players in this team who've had such a successful season just gone in the Czech Republic. As Leicester and Rangers also found out to their cost in the Europa League. Jankto bringing the ball forward up to the edge of the penalty area. Vida gets a block on the pass. Schick just lays it off to Holesh. Holesh with a low pass to his right, finds Sofal. Sofal's cross in. Vida gets a foot in it. Schick is there though, lurking deep on the edge of the penalty area. Stretches out a long left leg, toes it to Souček. Quickly from Darida to Jankto. Jankto's high floated cross to the far post. Schick takes a tumble in the box. Sofal volleys it back across goal. Very nearly ran to Boril, the left back, who was 6 yards out with a header. That is blocked, and Croatia have managed to get the ball away.
Well, what a block. Vasalko, I think it was, as Boril looked like he was going to head the ball home. Vasalko from nowhere gets his body in between Boril and the goal and makes the block.
Kovacic, Chelsea man, Champions League winner this season, outside of his right foot to Modric. Modric just at walking pace, just gives the pass, conserves the energy, gets himself into a position to get involved again, and lets the others get on with it. Right-footed shot from a long way out, goes flying over the crossbar. That's from the young man Ivanušec, who again showing the confidence to have a go, well off target, and it's behind for the goal kick to the Czech Republic. 1-1.
Yeah, he's come on the right-hand side for Croatia, but see him in this first 10-11 minutes of the second half, often drifting in, going to find the ball. Didn't get a shot on target on that occasion.
Great view we've got here, right at the back of the stand alongside the pitch at Hampden Park, just watching one of those cameras that's on the wires that gets the pictures from above the pitch, just swinging to and fro above the Czech penalty area. Sun streaming down here in Glasgow. Ball forward from Kallas with his right foot. Little back header from Ivanušec to Modric again, just using the outside of the right foot and caressing the pass beautifully across field to Gvardiol, charging forward, holds off the challenge, plays it to his left-hand side. Croatia come in again at the Czech Republic, lining up the shots. Kramaric with the right-footed effort, blocked. Petkovic tries to get to the rebound, cleared. Modric read it well, wins it. Good pass, Ivanušec with the cross, headed away. Now Vasalko. Modric says, leave it to me. Cross in with his right foot to the far post, headed away. Here's Perisic again, inside that Czech penalty area. Right-footed curler to the far post, headed away by Kallas. Petkovic jumps, takes a tumble, takes a whack in the back. Referee's not interested. And the Czech Republic bring the ball away with Sofal down the right-hand side, looking for the run of Mazepust. Vida has it covered, volleys it away with his left foot. Petkovic is still down. He might want to get up here because Croatia are attacking, but Kramaric has lost it. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Chris Sutton.
Petkovic in plenty of pain there. Where was this Croatian team, though, in the first half? Where was this Croatian team at Wembley a few days ago?
Been forced into a corner and having to play. Still Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Kallas inside his own half, plays to his left. Jan Boril, who came so close to getting the Czech Republic back in front with the diving header, plays it back to Kallas. Czech Republic still building inside their own half. Time for a quick dash to get an update on the tennis from Queen's Club. Our correspondent Russell Fuller.
14 aces as Matteo Berrettini beat Andy Murray yesterday. 13 aces as he beat Dan Evans. 7-6, 6-3 in the Queen's Club quarter-finals. Cameron Norrie against Jack Draper to follow, weather permitting.
Thank you, Russell. US Open golf, that reminds me as well. Back on this evening, Sports Extra from 11 o'clock tonight. Actually fell asleep watching that last night. Woke up with the lights on in the hotel room, wasn't great. Mazepust, sliding challenge from Vrsaljko. He claims he got the ball. Referee says no. Free kick to the Czech Republic, wide on the left. So golf commentary from 11 o'clock on Sports Extra tonight. Russell Fuller will keep us updated with matters at Queen's, and Mark Chapman is ready and waiting with the team at Wembley. When this game's over, we're live to Wembley. Full commentary of England-Scotland in Group D tonight. Free kick then for the Czech Republic. Good flourish of the vanishing spray from our Spanish referee. That line is just inside the penalty area. It's one of these short corner free kicks. It's about 7-8 yards up from the byline. Jankto and Darida stand over the ball. The right footer sometimes here, Chris, might even think about trying to sneak one in at the near post around that two-man wall. Would you go for that?
See about 10 yards from the byline though.
I would.
Very difficult.
Teammates wouldn't like it. Darida, low ball into the near post. Souček looks for the flick. It comes off him. All corner. Corner to the Czech Republic.
Poorly executed from Darida. No height on the ball. They get away with that, really. The Czechs do to win a corner.
Corner.
Lucky.
Corner for them, 1-1. Czechs win the game through to the last 16. Corner, edge of the 6-yard box. Climbing high, heading over the bar there is Patrick Schick. Behind for a goal kick. Third change coming from Croatia. Kramaric is coming off. And Nikola Vlasic, former Everton man, now playing his club football in Russia, is coming on. So Zlatko Dalic is changing it again. I'm enjoying this, Chris. Good game, this.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I always enjoy doing games with you. Most of the time, Bruce. But another substitution. And Vlasic, to say Kramaric, very quiet, really.
Yeah.
Didn't have a good time at Leicester City, did he? I think he scored plenty of goals this season for Hoffenheim, but a real impact.
Darida looking for the forward run here. Ball slid in almost for Jankto. Good sliding challenge. The goalkeeper Livakovic, he's got to get back on his line quickly. Cross comes in from Boril. Drops inside the Croatian penalty area. Gvardiol on the turn, clears it with his left foot. Oh, Sofal's lost his man there. Perisic is giving him a hell of a time in this second half. Sofal's back at him. Good battling challenge. And Darida spins a pass out to the right-hand side. And here come the Czech Republic at pace down the right, looking for the cut back to Schick. Lovely first touch. Couldn't take the ball with him. Vida's in with the challenge. Remains Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Game is really livening up.
Really opening up, isn't it? Schick just couldn't gather the ball in. Took the ball at pace on the right-hand side of the box. Vida read it well, worked off his second touch and pinched the ball off him.
17 minutes gone, second half. All the changes coming now. 2 for the Czech Republic. One of them nice and easy to spot. Alex Král started the first game against England. He's got the David Luiz style hair. Wears the number 21 and plays in central midfield. Coming off for the Czech Republic, I can see Holeš's number has come up, and number 19 is coming on, Adam Hložek, who really is one of the stars of the future in Czech football. 18 years old, winning only his 5th cap. So Hložek is on, and Král is on, with the bundles and bundles of curly hair bouncing just above his shoulders as he runs into his central midfield position. So 2 changes for the Czechs. Croatia have made 3. Game remains 1-1. Sofal's ball in with his left foot. Great cross with the left peg that, and really well headed away by Vrsaljko. Ivan Uščec in the right back position. Ooh, under a bit of pressure. Got to be careful he doesn't lose it there. Does well. Vrsaljko clears with his right foot. Petkovic wins the header and the flick on. Čeluska, though, is happy with that because Sofal is behind him, and the ball is played back into the Czech midfield. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. So Král comes on and does the Holeš job, and he sits alongside Tomáš Souček in central midfield. Ball is played forward and then back again into this Czech defence. Darida. Czechs all in white, blue numbers on their backs, playing from right to left in this second half. Thomas Kalas of Bristol City playing in this side, really, because Ondrej Kudela was given a 10-game ban, having been found guilty of racist abuse towards Rangers Glenn Kamara in the Europa League earlier in the season. So Kalas is in and starting. Boril's done really well to catch a ball down the left. Král makes the run for him. Lovren reads it beautifully, intercepts with his right foot, clears into the shins of Král, and the ball is out for a throw. Good tussle this game now.
It is, and Croatia really fast start to the second half, but the Czechs just getting a foothold now in this second half.
They've got it on the left. Little low pass here to Kral. Kral's pass is blocked, but it bounces to him nicely, delays the shot. Modric appears from nowhere, sliding in the nick of time to knock the ball behind for a Czech Republic corner.
Yeah, the little fella Modric did really well, made the ground up. Kral, left-hand side of the box, had the opportunity to fire a shot or a cross, but he didn't take it, delayed. In the corner, really switched on from Modric, so he had to be. Got back and made that challenge.
20 minutes gone, second half, live at Hampden Park on 5 Live and the BBC Sounds app. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1 in England and Scotland's group. The two meet at Wembley tonight. Full commentary on the way here. Build-up coming as soon as the full-time whistle blows. 6:06 after the game as well tonight. As the corner comes in, right-footed delivery to the far post. Livakovic gets bumped in the back, but he had eyes on the ball all the way and took it very coolly. Runs out to the edge of his own penalty area, just lobs the ball out to the left-hand side. Croatia gently bring it forward, looking for the run of Perisic down the right. Sofal has it covered, makes the interception, plays it forward to Yankto. Yankto looking for a 1-2. Schick gets involved, back to Yankto again, couldn't control it. Now Kovacic again, head up, striding forward for Croatia. Ivanušec calling for the ball wide on the right-hand side here. Kovacic has seen him, great first touch.
Plucked out of the sky there.
Vasalko, back to Modric again, just sits deep. Modric just watches play develop, outside of his right boot again, seen 3 or 4 of those in the second half. Plays the ball wide to the left-hand side. Gvardiol twisting and turning, trying to get away from Yankto. Back to Kovacic. Kovacic to Vasalko, wide to Ivanušec. Ivanušec, 2 defenders in front of him, up to the corner of the Czech penalty area. Plays it to his right to Vasalko, rolls a slow pass back to Ivanušec. Patient build-up from the Croatians. Kovacic across to Modric. Modric just takes a purposeful step forward. Lovely little dummy to glide past Schick. Wide to Gvardiol, plays the ball into that penalty area. Couldn't find Vlasic, who'd made the run. And the ball has gone out for a Croatian throw wide on the left-hand side, and we've almost reached the midway point of the second half. England, Scotland getting ever closer. Just over 90 minutes away, the action at Wembley. Once the big one here at Hampden Park is over. Vlasic lays the ball back to Gvardiol, tries to get the cross in, hits Yankto, comes back off Yankto into Gvardiol, and it's a throw-in for the Czech Republic in the right-back position. Chris Sutton.
Yeah, Sofal, he's had a really difficult time in this second half. I can't remember this season when he's played at West Ham, him toiling as much as he has done against Perisic.
Oh, that's a good flick on for Schick to chase. Luckily, Vida read it. He got there in time for Croatia. Just had enough, and he was on the angle to intercept before Schick could get away. Croatia build from the back again. Vasalko on the right-hand side. You can actually hear Zlatko Dalic, the Croatian coach, loud and clear, barking the instructions across the pitch at Hampden Park. Modric is just effortless, Chris, isn't he, in the way he operates?
Yeah.
Looks effortless.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a wonderful player. Great awareness and vision. Everything comes so easy to the little fella.
Phone's just buzzed with a stat from our producer John Southall, who is sitting in a socially distanced position, so isn't able to just scribble it down on a little post-it note for me.
That's not a bad thing.
Throw in on the left for Croatia. 1-1 still here at Hampden Park. Eagerly opening the WhatsApp message to find out what it is. I can see the first 2 words are Ivan Perisic, who scored the equaliser. Great goal as well for Croatia to get back in this game. Good movement from Kral, the Czech substitute. Tall figure of Schick next to him. Schick passes the ball to his left-hand side. This is Hlojek, the 18-year-old, back to Kral. Wide to Schick, who's in the left wing position now. Modric comes across to cover him. Kral plays the ball back to the halfway line. And here's Thomas Callas, standing right on the centre spot in glorious sunshine at Hampden Park. Ball to his right to Yankto. Yankto across to Cheluska. Wide to the right to Sofal, who's happier going this way at the moment. Got his hands full with Perisic in this second half. Soucek's made the run. Little scoop pass to Soucek. He's just forced into a corner down by the corner flag, chips the ball infield. Vida clears with his left foot up towards Petkovic.
Forward play. Big guy, isn't he? Petkovic backing in, drawing the foul.
Do you want the John stat?
Yeah, let's go. Yep.
Ivan Perisic has scored in each of the last 4 major international tournaments. 2014 World Cup, boom.
2016?
Euro 2016. 2018 World Cup, Chris. 2020 here at Hampden Park. Big game player.
Great stat, yeah, important player. Good switch from the manager at half-time.
Yes.
Off the left-hand side, it was a thunderous finish, wasn't it? Ivan the Great.
Screamer. Lovren, low ball to his right. England, Scotland on the way here on 5 Live this evening. Kicks off at 8 at Wembley.
Yeah, where are your loyalties there, Bruce?
Ball into midfield, finds Vlasic. Vlasic with his left foot. Opens things up. Gvardiol, low crossing, brilliantly blocked at the near post, and the goalkeeper Vaslik is able to step forward and collect it. So what you're referencing there, Chris, is the fact that my father was born in Troon, and had I been good enough to play international football...
you must have split loyalties.
I think when England are playing Scotland, because I'm English, born in England, raised in England...
You couldn't be any more Scottish, Bruce,
other
than
Chris.
A muck.
My name's very Scottish.
Alistair Bruce Ball, that's Scottish, Bruce.
Yeah,
Come on.
Absolutely, Chris. So let's hope it's a really good game and that football's the winner.
Who do you want to win? Come on.
Oh, come on, Chris. No, I can't answer that. BBC commentator.
Oh, wow.
With a father who's born in Scotland. Yeah. Who do you want to win, Chris? You played up here. They love you up here.
No,
some of them.
No. Yeah. So, listen, I mean, as much as I like Scotland, Bruce, come on. Come on, England.
Oh, Modric here wins a tackle. Bit of bite in that as well. Jumped in on Kral, bouncing ball. Took it cleanly. Modric has fouled. Free kick for Croatia. Going to be a great listen tonight. And also, once it's all done, Daily Euros pod tomorrow. Make sure you download, get yourself subscribed to that. Excellent listen throughout the tournament. I think the latest Peter Crouch Euros pod out as well this morning. So episode 3 of that is available on the BBC Sounds app at the moment. Croatia coming forward down the left with Little Pep. Gvardiol's cross in. Oh, Little header down. Trying to tee the chance up. Oh, shot is sliced over the crossbar. And away and behind by Vlasic, who got there, got to the knockdown. It was beautifully played into his path. He couldn't quite get it under control and has sliced the shot high, and it'll be a goal kick to the Czech Republic.
Gvardiol on the left-hand side, and the ball is headed cutely back to Vlasic, who's 10, 11 yards out, takes a touch. He just loses balance when he gets the shot off. He was under pressure. He's falling back and he slices it just over the Czech bar. Big opportunity there for Croatia.
Header down by Petkovic. Finds Ivanušec, looking for the little 1-2. That's good again, good link-up play. Petkovic involved. Ivanušec turns inside Kral, keeps to his feet as well, could have gone down there, decided not to. Into the penalty area he goes, angles tight, drives the shot into the legs of Borrell, gets a second touch while he's on the ground and knocks it into the arms of the goalkeeper, Vaslik. Another double change coming for the Czechs.
Oh, blimey.
Michael Kremenchik, who plays his club football for PAOK, up front, is getting ready to come on. And Petr Ševčík is also ready to come on for the Czech Republic, which he did in the first game against Scotland here at Hampden Park. So referees spotted that the changes are about to be made. The Czechs have got a throw in an attacking position on the left-hand side. So first to come on is Petr Ševčík. Yankto coming off.
Yeah.
And he wears number 13. And just sort of putting him in the Rolodex. He's a little fella, Ševčík, so hopefully should be able to recognise him. Not so Kremenchik, who is coming on for Schick, who's done his bit today. Won the penalty. Don't think he actually thought he was going to get a penalty. Took a heck of a whack on the nose from Lovren, picked himself up and stuck it away coolly. 3 goals for him in the tournament. Kremenchik comes on and will play up front for the Czech Republic. 16 minutes to play. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1.
Yeah, like for like. There's a centre forward, Kremenchek, going on. He'll offer that presence up top. Ševčík, he'll start that on the right-hand side.
Ref's enjoying the whistle. Oh, Sofal is down doing his bootlaces up on the halfway line on the right. What's the referee not happy with there? Told him to get on with it and get ready and get into an attacking position. What's that got to do with the referee? I don't know. Throw in for the Czech Republic.
Long throw here.
Jan Boril launches one into the Croatian penalty area. Headed high in the air, drops just outside that Croatian box. Oh, loose touch from Petkovic has given the ball away. Sofal, having done the laces up, plays a lovely pass forward here, and it's whipped to the right-hand side. Opportunity here, that is Ševčík, the substitute, in towards Souček, just too high. Drops for the volley, smashed well over the bar by Hložek on the right foot. Caught it cleanly, got right underneath it. Goal kick, Croatia.
Oh, that's a chance. It's really well worked from left to right, and Ševčík stands the ball up. Souček flicks it on, and the volley just gets under the volley. Goes well over the bar from Hložek.
15 minutes to play. Ball is played up. Even Ušec did well to hold off Boril. Is able to turn and is now running at the heart of that Czech defence. Little toe takes the ball away from him. Poor control by Petkovic this time, and then it's just flicked straight out of play by the Czechs. And that's Hložek again who's knocked it out of play, and it goes out for a throw into Croatia on the right-hand side. So group table as it stands, Czech Republic on 4 points, having played 2. England on 3, having played 1. Croatia on 1 point, having played 2. And Scotland, who could really do with the Czech Republic win here. That would be the best thing for them. Bottom of the table at the moment with no points, having played just the 1 game. Chance to get themselves off the mark against England at Wembley tonight. Offside flag goes up against Petkovic. Free kick, Czech Republic. And it remains 1-1.
Yeah, the substitution coming on. Ševčík on that right-hand side. Jankto had actually had a pretty decent game. I know he threw himself to the ground on a couple of occasions. He was an influential player. Opened a shisha bar, Jankto, in Prague. Bruce, is that anything you'd fancy doing in Salisbury?
I'll give that a think, actually, Chris. My business idea for Salisbury was a bit of crazy golf. That's what I want to put in there. I wasn't thinking...
Did you not do both?
What, attached to the crazy golf, got a shisha bar?
Yeah, have a bit of shisha and then go and...
Maybe. Never done it, Chris. Never done it. Never done it. So that could be worth a visit in Prague if you're ever there. 13 minutes to play in the game. Chris, full of interesting facts.
And go to the shisha bar and then off to Chick's parents for
some cakes,
cake. Yep.
Some pastries, lovely, yeah. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Lovren drives it forward with his right foot. Petkovic tries to turn Chaluska, can't do that. 50-50 on the halfway line. Modric just sniffing an opportunity, went in to try and win it off Darida, couldn't do so. Kalas plays back to his goalkeeper Vaslik. Czech Republic probably happier to settle for the draw. Not sure that is whether we're seeing that play out. Croatia, the need for the win, having lost the first game, is a little more urgent. Throw in for Croatia, wide on the left, looking across the pitch to some of those red and white check shirts in the red Hamden seats.
Well, the throw-in, I mean, did it ever come in, the throw-in there?
Just threw it straight out of play.
Bardiol, I thought you were allowed to take it again, Bruce. You should...
What,
if it didn't come in, I thought you were allowed to take it again. But
maybe it very briefly did, and then it sort of swerved away.
Not that windy.
No, it's not. It's disappointing. Lovren with his left foot, bouncing ball, drives it forward. I mean, that's like a kick for touch.
Lovren. I'll have it. Just anywhere will do.
12 minutes to go. Building up to England-Scotland on 5 Live. Full commentary at 8 o'clock. Chris and Robbie taking the calls on 6:06 tonight after the game. And Chris, you and I get another crack at the 6:06 on Sunday night, don't we?
Yeah.
If people want to call in on Sunday as well, and that will be after Wales' last group game in the Stadio Olimpico. They kick off 5 o'clock. We've got full commentary on that on Sunday. Now, pitch is opening up for Modric. He can see the canvas in front of him. What's he going to do? He's going to travel forward 15 yards, play it to Ivan Ušec. Poor first touch. Second was a tackle, but he won the tackle. and Vasalko plays it back to Modric, who's going to get another go. Short ball to his right. Ivanušec plays it back to Vasalko. Vasalko just, without looking, knocks it between the two centre-backs, and it's just drifting ever so slightly at the moment. Needs an impetus of pace and quality again, like we got at the start of the second half with Perisic cutting in from the left and smashing in that right-footed shot. Throw into the Czech Republic in the right-back position, just over 10 minutes to play. Remains 1-1, up towards Kremenchik. Couldn't keep his balance and control the ball. Back with Lovren. Lovren across to Vasalko. Controversial incident in the first half of the game. Worth a watch on the highlights tonight. BBC One at 11:30. The penalty given to the Czech Republic to take the lead. Lovren's elbow catching Schick. Perisic, left-footed ball. Gvardiol forward, cross comes in, couldn't knock it past the keeper. Petkovic made the run to the near post.
Sofal is terrified of Perisic. As soon as Perisic got on the ball there, Sofal backpedaling. It was a good overlap there. Gvardiol just across too close to the goalkeeper.
Nice build-up from the Czech Republic. Ševčík involved. It's worked to Thomas Kalas. Chest puffed out, hair slicked back, trotting forward with the ball. Couple of little 1-2s with Hlošek, the 18-year-old. Jaroslav Zilhavi, the coach, hands clasped tightly behind his back. His dark blue suit and his light brown shoes. Kral with his right foot. Czech Republic keeping possession inside their own half. Game remains 1-1 here in Group D. Souček bringing the ball forward, decides there's not an option there, so we'll come back to the goalkeeper, Thomas Vaslik, who will clear downfield with his right foot. Ball crosses the halfway line. Kremenchik heads it infield. Lovren takes the touch with his right foot, plays it back to Vida. Lovren again, and it's a rather steady pace at the moment. Kovacic on the ball inside his own half. Nice little pass. Lovren had made the run. Oh, Lovren stumbled, giving the ball away. Chance for the Czechs to come on the counter here. Ball is played to the left-hand side. It's Hlošek up to the edge of the penalty area, trying to dart through a little gap. Modric is there to try and get a foot in. Hlošek goes down. Referee says no penalty. And suddenly Vlasic is driving forward for Croatia. He's got Petkovic to his right-hand side. He's got Perisic to his left-hand side. Petkovic brings it infield. He's caught and fouled. Free kick Croatia, booking for Boril. Before Croatia take the free kick, let's get to Wembley for the team news on England-Scotland. John Murray.
England make two changes. Gareth Southgate changing both full-backs. So Shaw and James come in for Trippier and Walker. And for Scotland, 4 changes. Very interesting. Billy Gilmour gets his first start for Scotland against England at Wembley. Callum McGregor's into the midfield. Kieran Tierney is fit, he starts, and Shea Adams is up front. And the 4 to drop out are Christie, Armstrong, Hendry and Cooper. So it would appear that Scott McTominay is going to drop back into central defence as one of the 3 there with Hanley and Tierney.
Thank you, John. Perfectly timed. I'll get Chris Sutton's reaction to that in a second. That also means Dykes and Adams up top for Scotland, from what John said about the players left out. Or did he say Dykes was out? I thought he said Dykes was still in. Modric's curling ball to the far side, headed away. Vlasic lets that run out, and it goes out for a throw-in. So, Chris, 4 changes Scotland, 2 changes England in the full-back position. What's your and Gilmour starts? Billy Gilmour starts.
Yes, and I know a big clamour in Scotland for Billy Gilmour to start. Good footballer that he is, and Callum McGregor, who's an integral part of Scotland qualifying as well. So they're going to try and play.
Throw into the Czech penalty area. Nodded back by Petkovic. Drops on the edge of the box. Meatilely volleyed away into the Croatian half.
Yeah, just on England quickly.
Yeah, go on, Chris.
I'm glad to see a natural lefty starting at left back. Reece James has been excellent for Chelsea this season, hasn't he? A lot of competition in that right back area.
2 more changes coming here as well.
It's hard to keep up, isn't it, with all the subs?
Oh, Chris.
Honestly, yeah.
I know. Croatia on the ball. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. It's our job, though, Chris, isn't it? Squads of 26.
Your job.
It's my job. Kovacic plays the ball to the left-hand side. Are we going to get a winner in this game? 7 minutes to play. Team news is in at Wembley. build up on the way when the full-time whistle blows. Sofal plays the ball forward to Kremenchik, big burly striker, blocked by Lovren. Vida lets the ball bounce inside the penalty area. Even Nušec tackled by Král on the edge of the box. That was risky.
Looks like a doorman, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Kremenchik going on.
Just checking Dykes is in the teams. Dykes and Adams, Chris, for Scotland. Just checking.
Gotta say, worry a bit for Scotland in those wide areas.
Commentary on the way on 5 Live. Also available on the BBC Sounds app. If you've got to be somewhere else this evening, you want to plug the headphones in, then download that to your device.
It's a brave line-up from Steve Clarke, gotta say.
Souček brings it forward for the Czech Republic. Nice ball to the edge of the penalty area. Good turn by Darida. Plays it to his left to Hložek. Hložek's left-footed ball into that penalty area. All chested back bravely by Perisic.
As you like,
to the keeper.
It was a dangerous ball. They'd worked it well down the left-hand side. Hložek on the byline just stood the ball up at the far post, and Perisic facing his own goal, 8 yards out, level with the far post, chests it coolly. Bruce, what would you have done there? There would have been panic set in, and probably would have gone over your head.
Just thrust out the pecs and chest it back to the keeper, Chris. No problem.
You've got to have pecs.
Steady. 5 minutes to go. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Modric sees the space, finds Gvardiol on the left-hand side. Gvardiol travels with the ball infield. Modric again making things happen. Even Nušec on the move for Croatia into that Czech penalty area. Plays to the left. Perisic just knocks it past the first man. Sofal is there to mop up for the Czech Republic. Remains 1-1. Still these 2 changes waiting to be made. Antonin Barak of Verona is waiting to come on for the Czech Republic. And I think it's Brozovic, isn't it, who's coming on for Croatia when he gets his moment. But we're into the last 5 minutes of the game. Even Nušec has done some good things.
He's been excellent again on the drift from the right-hand side to the left, but he's looked lively, has taken the ball in. He's committed. Czech defenders done really well.
4 minutes to go. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Suits the Czech Republic this more than Croatia. They'll take themselves to 4 points. You'd imagine even if they finish third in the group with that, they would probably go through to the last 16. Croatia will be on 1 point. Their final game is here against Scotland on Tuesday night. We'll have updates on that into the commentary of England against the Czech Republic. So, Kovacic off, Brozovic on. And the gentleman of Verona, Antonin Barak, is on.
Barak looks a little bit like, remember Bros?
Oh, do I remember Bros?
Looks a bit like... say Matt Goss, is it?
Yeah, or Luke.
Yeah, Matt or Luke, yeah.
Matt or Luke, the brothers, yeah. Matt was the singer, I think Luke was on drums.
Just imagine that. Imagine if he scores.
I bet you've got a bit of Bros in you. I imagine, yeah, exactly, Chris. Oh, that would be good, actually. 3 minutes to go.
He'd be famous, wouldn't he?
Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. There was another one.
Did you ever buy that CD, Bruce?
Yes.
When will I be famous?
Král with the right-footed ball. Diagonal to Boril, just outside the penalty area. Souček in a battle for it. Chance for Croatia to break down the right-hand side. Crossing the halfway line is Vlasic. Král with the long hair flowings come across to cover the run. Vlasic takes him inside. Another Czech player blocks him. Vlasic slips, tries to win a tackle while lying on the floor. Modric is there to help out. Cleared by the Czech Republic, only as far as Lovren. Time is running out. Mark Chapman's just sent me a message. I owe you nothing was the other Bros one. Petkovic on the turn with his right foot, scuffs it and the ball bobbles wide harmlessly and goes behind for a corner to Croatia. There was drop the boy as well.
Yeah, but let's talk about this chance first, because I think he should do much better. Petkovic turns, swivels on the penalty spot, and he pulls his shot into the floor, and the defender blocks it. A clean contact there. And the Croatians would have been in front.
89th minute, Modric with the corner. Good delivery, diving header, well wide of the target. Gone behind for another corner.
Can they?
Sofal got his head on that bravely as well. Petkovic throwing himself towards it. Czech Republic much the better team in the first half. Perisic equalising early in the second half with an absolute rocket. And Croatia looking to get a late winner. Modric with the delivery. Ball is powerfully headed away. Croatia should have it covered. Back it comes from Brozovic. Here to Vasalko. Vasalko inside his own half. Choice to make. Šefčík closes him down. Comes back to the goalkeeper. Livakovic. Brozovic thumps it forward with his right foot.
Lovren on his way back actually wins the header and just helps it on.
Souček back to goal inside his own half. Time running out. England-Scotland on the way. We'll be with Mark Chapman shortly, who can run you through more of Bross's collection.
You can imagine that, can't you? I'm a big Bross fan.
I can imagine Chappers actually with the shiny DMs, with the probably a little earring and the Grolsch bottle tops. Do you remember? I bet he would.
Little fanboy.
Definitely. Ball cleared. Vida heads it away. Goes high in the air. Is either of these teams going to be brave enough to really push for the winner? Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1.
In fairness, I think both teams have in the second half. It's really opened up. I've just been baffled by the Croatian performance in the tournament so far, up until this last 45 minutes, where they have had a go. They have looked a threat.
Can't look at Barak in central midfield now without picturing Mark Chapman dressed as a member of Bross. Callas back to the goalkeeper. Vaslik, 3 minutes of added time at Hampden Park. England, Scotland.
He's got the worst left foot I've ever seen.
The keeper.
Classic. Yeah.
Vaslik, yeah. Headed down the line. Ball goes out of play, I think, for a Croatian throw wide on the right. It's going to come late.
It's a massive swinger he's got there. I think it's the third time in the game. He can't get any distance on it.
Yeah.
Like your 4-iron.
Don't hit the 4-iron, actually, Chris. I go with a rescue.
7 wood.
No, I don't play.
Imagine you being a 7 wood man.
2 minutes to go. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1. Šik's penalty, Perisic's thunderbolt, and that's where we stand at Hampden Park at the moment. Suits the Czech Republic much better. Scotland would like the Czech Republic, I think, to suit them. Try and get a late winner. Flick on here from Plošek. Here is the substitute Barak trying to win a ball in central midfield, getting very scrappy now. Ball is pinging around. Czech Republic have it wide on the left-hand side. Šefčík back to Boril. Closed down, Šefčík on the turn, volleyed away by Vasalko up towards Petkovic. Chases the ball down the right.
Just tried to win the free kick there, Bruno. Went down too easily. He's been a presence, though, hasn't he, in this second half?
I think
for Croatia.
Yeah,
it looked better.
The link play, him, Ivanušec, Perisic better wide on the left-hand side. Here is Ivanušec. Modric still trying to make it happen with just over a minute to play. Petkovic with his right foot tries to find Modric again. Král gets his body in the way. Petkovic wins a free kick this time. Late free kick for Croatia. Long way out, I mean, not shooting distance, wide on the right, good 50 yards from goal, but a chance to get a ball into the penalty area and try and cause a little bit of panic.
Lovren goes forward, opportunity. Luka Modric standing over the ball. It's a daft free kick to give away. Such a wonderful player, Modric. One of those players. Passes the ball at the right time. Doesn't give you the ball when he's finished with it.
Looks after it.
Superb awareness. Can he get his delivery right?
30 seconds to play. It's got to be now for Croatia if they're going to win this game. With his right foot, Modric. That looks like decent delivery. Headed down by Král. Ivanušec was going to shoot. No time. And Silhavi, the Czech coach, celebrates with a real punch in the air, because I think he thinks that 4 points will be enough in the end to get the Czech Republic through to the last 16. A point is better than nothing for Croatia. They were hard done by in the first half, conceding the penalty when Lovren accidentally caught Šik in the face. Šik took the penalty and scored. Perisic equalised with an absolute thunderbolt, and it's finished as we predicted, Chris Sutton. Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1.
Not for the first time. Controversial penalty award, wasn't it, on Lovren? I think we both thought that shouldn't have been given the penalty. Šik tucked it away. Croatia weren't very good in the first half, made changes at half-time. Second half, Perisic was moved from the right to the left. Stunning goal to get them back in it. Second half, very entertaining, but a draw probably about right, I think, Bruce.
What it means, Czech Republic, top of the group on 4 points, England on 3, Croatia on 1, Scotland sit bottom of the group, but the big game coming up at Wembley on the way with the Bross fan, Mark Chapman. It's finished here, Croatia 1, Czech Republic 1.
That's not strictly true. That's not strictly true, Ali. I was just trying to provide you with the information. As far as this game is concerned that you were watching, that was a good game, Chris.
Yep, thoroughly enjoyed it, and said in commentary, Croatia, massive worry with their performance against England, didn't create enough. First half weren't at the races here. Second half they made the changes and looked really good going forward. Looked a threat. Perisic, wonderful goal off the left-hand side. Sofal, never seen him look to be in so much trouble as he did in that second half. He's good at West Ham all season, but credit to Croatia. They showed a bit of spirit, a bit of fight, a bit of quality in the final third, and got the point they just about deserved.
I know I shouldn't mention rival broadcasters, but the ITV commentary team are trying to have a picture here at Wembley, making a right pig's ear of it, and now Lee Dixon's just walloped me as well. Anyhow, back to the game that you were watching, Chris and Ali. Croatia are still not happy about that penalty award in the first half. For the full-time whistle, saw several of their players, Luka Modric, the final one, still going up to talk to the referee about it. It will be debated. It is harsh.
Shouldn't have been awarded. Really feel for Lovren. The ball was there to be won. He actually wasn't favourite to win it. Backpedaling. He didn't look over his shoulder. He was committed to the ball. You're committed to the ball. You use your arms as leverage, and he caught Schick. It was unfortunate. He caught him in the face. Schick had a bloody nose. It went. The referee was in a good position to see it. Didn't award the penalty, but obviously was told by someone in his ear, maybe you should have a look at this. Went over to the monitor, changed his mind. I was really surprised that he did. Schick tucked it away, and then Croatia had to respond. But they would feel hard done by. I've got to say, we're in the stadium. We've seen the Czech players go over and celebrate with their fans. A bit over the top, Bruce, the celebrations there. This is this whole third place thing, isn't it? You can finish third anyway. 4 points may be enough. And they're in a good position. I don't sort of like that.
That's a little curmudgeonly, Chris, from you. And I know you're not like that.
Celebrating 4 points.
But they're fans. They're going over to their fans to say thank you for the fantastic support.
Give them a clap.
We're probably... Chris, come on. You're better than...
Come on, Bruce. It's a bit like the Wales celebration. You thought they would have won it the other night.
Chris, come on. It's the Euros. It's a major tournament. You're trying to get through to the knockout stages.
We're still in the group stages, for heaven's sake. Celebrate if you win it.
Well, I think, Chris, and this goes for Wales as well. If you have 4 points from your first 6, I think you're entitled to go and celebrate your record. They're not celebrating going through. They're going to celebrate with their small band of fans who are at Hampden. Well, they're not, are they? They're not. I've seen the pictures, and they're not. And Ali, with a bit of reason here, we have no idea. Hang on, shut up. We have no idea what's going to happen here at Wembley, obviously. But it probably, that takes it through to the final round of games for everybody concerned, and probably puts a bit more pressure on Scotland for the final game against Croatia.
Yeah, it does. It does. And if we see the Croatia that we've seen in the second half, as Chris was saying, then Scotland will have a job on to deal with that, because they were much improved. Because the first 3 halves of football they played in this tournament, they were really quite unimpressive. They weren't over-celebrating. They were arm in arm, bouncing up and down in a sort of Jurgen Klopp, Borussia Dortmund style team celebration with the fans. But Mark, I've got to watch England-Scotland now with this man sitting on my left. In that sort of mood, in that sort of
I'm not
grump.
saying that, but it's the fact that they,
Well, I need to
finish in the top 3.
I need to move on, because we've got England, Scotland to build up to, and Chris, you're going to have plenty more time to talk later on when you do 6:06 the full-time whistle here. And I know from talking to you earlier this week, you really like it when people ring you up at 5 to 12, because they're in that merry mood then, and you feel they're great to deal with. So feel free, if you've had a couple later, to ring Chris at 5 to 12. He loves those calls. So 6:06 on the way later. We will have our build-up at Wembley here. England, Scotland, Chris Waddle, Pat Nevin, Micah Richards, Jack Wilshere, all part of our team over the course of the next 2 or 3 hours. If you didn't hear the team news 10 minutes ago, England have changed their fullbacks. James and Shaw are in for Walker and Trippier. 4 changes for Scotland. Out have gone Christie, Cooper, Armstrong and Hendry, and in for Scotland have come Che Adams, Billy Gilmore, Callum McGregor, and also Kieran Tierney back for Scotland this evening. We will continue our build-up after the latest BBC News with Richard Foster.
Listen on BBC Sounds. This is BBC Radio 5 Live.
New data suggests a single dose of the Pfizer or AstraZeneca vaccines reduced the chances of going to hospital with COVID by around 75%. UK infections have risen slightly in the last week from 110,000 to 119,000. A Conservative MP is facing trial accused of groping a 15-year-old boy in Staffordshire in 2008. Imran Ahmad Khan, who represents Wakefield, denies the charge of sexual assault. He'll appear at the Old Bailey next month. Boris Johnson says losing the Chesham and Amersham by-election to the Liberal Democrats is disappointing, a bit peculiar and a bit bizarre. Until last night, the seat had always been Conservative, but the Lib Dems took it with a majority of just over 8,000. Christian Eriksen's been discharged from hospital after a successful operation to fit a heart-starting device. He had a cardiac arrest during Denmark's defeat by Finland in Copenhagen last Saturday. And hundreds of cruise ship passengers have had their trips cancelled after the government decided to keep COVID restrictions in place in England. P&O, MSC and Royal Caribbean are among the companies affected. They accepted bookings above the current 1,000-person limit as they thought the rule would be relaxed.
BBC 5 Live, the voice of the UK.
Hello, my name's Sam. I'm 34. I live in London.